Yo. Yo. Ohayo. Ohayo. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo, great dragon. Yo, Alexis, my queen, what up? My leg is long. Oh. Mr. making up move notations, yeah. Konnichiwa. My name, Great Dragon Su. Yo guys, you need to tell me if my mic bugs out, if my mic has like weird crispy shit going on sometimes. Sometimes it's like not that bad. It's like literally a bug. The only thing that solves it is basically a clean reconnect. It's like some kind of dog shit bug. Guys, I need to show you something. Because I got reminded of the damage in this game. Like, guys, literally, it is like not even fucking funny.
Get ready for the next battle.
My leg! Mein Bein! Bro, I think with Chad the Third, I think it's a misunderstanding. I already have written with him like a little bit. I know where he comes from, but I don't see this apply here. But we will see. We will see. Because what he talks about is like correct, but I don't see this apply here. But we will have more of that when he is ready at a certain point. Guys, the fucking damage in this game is outrageous. Look at this shit. Counter attacks. Position reset. Look at this. Excuse me? Look at this. Wait. What was the road? That wasn't the road. Wait, look at this. Like, you do like 120 from this counter hit. Like, I'm not even capping. Doesn't this work? Bro. Wait, Fakum Ram down back 4? Henry, you can just use, you can use RPSC, RP, whatever the fuck it's called. What is it called? RPCS3. Okay, wait, let me read. Yeah, it's not only that, right? Like, Alexis, the fact that he gives like complete intermediate level bullshit advice, that's one thing, right? But he is literally also a liar and like makes up shit. But I have prepared timestamps and shit because I think the only reason Chad even had these feelings towards him in this situation is because I think he didn't know about certain things. You know what I mean? I think he just didn't know about certain things that this guy did. I also catched him having a lie because someone, guys, I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, he is a liar. I'm not gonna spoil it, but let me, well, how do I say this? Someone made me aware that there is like a Discord presence, right? And I found a statement that directly contradicts his, well, his self-described accolades, let's say, because people are just fucking stupid and leave trails everywhere for me to pick up. These fucking idiots. Oh. TomTom. Oh, it has different colors, man. So for 10 bucks, it's yellow, it's golden. We need... Can I want to figure out how to do this. Isn't it possible that you see the background behind TomTom's donation, right? Can I make this like... Can I make a dragon behind that shit? Is that possible? Is YouTube cool like that, or is YouTube shit? Also, I seen that Sessogen crash out yesterday. Dude popped... Dude popped heat, crashed out, banned Blackheart, then he was still plus on perma block. After that went on a downplay spree. There has to be crack in Tekken 8. I saw it. Okay, look. I will say this, right? I will say this. I really like Sesujin because he actually puts in the work and laps the game out, right? And gives you at least, well, let's say it like this, TomTom. He gives you the best you can have in form of counterplay in this game, right? In Tekken 8. He gives you the best that you can find, which isn't that much, but okay. But I will also say this. Blackheart for sure as shit poked the dragon a little bit. Like, you can't tell me he just went in there and said like, oh, well, funny. I think he poked a little bit. But obviously, you shouldn't ban him. What did Blackheart do? I don't really know. I didn't see what he wrote, right? But I know Sesujin a little bit. I don't think Sesujin would have that sore words if it was only that comment. I think he poked a little bit, right? Not still, you probably shouldn't then like call Blackheart a fucking stupid cunt idiot and ban him. It is fucking funny. Fraud T and Chat the Turd, Digga. But I will also say this, by the way, let me also show you something with Devil Jin. Exit. I will also say this, I kinda get the shoes that Sesujin is in, because you also have to envision this, right? Let's say you simply play Lydia, right? Let's say you simply play Lydia because you enjoy the character, right? And you know what's gonna happen, right? Every single day, people will come in your stream and just, oh lol, you are retarded for playing this Polish Buberbliet, Idinachuibliet. This was Russian, I don't fucking know. Like Kurva Jebane. People will constantly do this shit to you, right? So that at some point you're gonna snap. I mean, you know, like he didn't make the character, right? I mean, he didn't make the fucking character, right? He didn't design the character. You know what I mean? And I know what I talk about because I played a certain... I know what I talk about, guys. Trust me, because I played a certain... I'm Russian, this was great. I played a certain Demon Upon Heaven, Master of the Fist 2D character in Tekken 7 for a long while. And... believe me, the amount of times I had to deal with people calling, like, talking completely out of their ass when it comes to Akuma is insane.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, if you hadn't... Yep. Is it now? Okay. Why? Okay. I'm sorry. Where did I stop? And tell me if my mic is like weird and makes shit. Where did I stop? Did I already talk about the prestigious Fujin rank? Because he said in the... Did I talk about the prestigious Fujin rank? Something insane. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, Chris, did you read this shit where he literally on his advertisement shit for his Fujin package says, "Bro, I help you reach the prestigious Fujin rank." He literally calls it prestigious Fujin rank. At this point, I'm like, shove a dildo in my ass and call me Susie, bro. What the fuck are you calling prestigious here? Are you stupid? Sorry, short blaze. Short blaze. Short blaze. Short. Weird. Short. It's exhausting to hear people talk about the character for years, especially when they continue to handicap themselves on the matchup or do any research. Yeah, that is what but this I wasn't muted then, right? When I said this Akuma shit. I stopped at the Akuma rant. Okay, but I already covered it, right? That people, like, I had to so many times, like, people who critique something that is critique worthy, but they come from the wrong angle. Like, you know this feeling, right? People critiquing something, but they critique it in the wrong way. That makes you actually angry. I wanted to show something with Devil Jin, because combos in this game. Why didn't I get a notification when my mic... Yeah, this is a fucking problem, guys. And you need to tell me if my mic makes shit. I wanted to say something to this. Combos in this game are actually pretty tight, which saves time. Do you notice that in Tekken 8, guys, let me ask you this. Did you notice that in Tekken 8, people get like a wall split, and then they whiff like half a string, but they still can connect for full wall combo? Or they whiff, like, they literally whiff moves, then they whiffed something while you're at the wall, they press Heat Burst still connects for like full wall conversion? Or how long they have time to, like, after a tornado in Tekken 8 to, like, combo you? Did you ever notice this? In Tekken 6, you have, like, get this shit. Let's say you do basic bounce. Do you see this? Do you see how fast? Do you see how fast Ling is not in a comboable state anymore, and that even jabs immediately whiff? It's crazy, right? So it's tight. It's tight. It saves time overall. Like, get this. I do the easy staple, yeah? And then you can do... Not this. What was it? You do this. My...
Girl. Pain, suffering, want. Yeah, I need to talk to my buddy Finn T about something. More Tekken drama. I hate Tekken drama. With every passing month, I find myself hating our community more and more and more. Oh, okay. Did I get through? I don't know. Is Finn talking? I can't hear him. Wait. Can anyone hear me? My mic is on. Yeah, you can hear me. But I can't hear my boy. Numbers game. Can use them. More people, more drama. It's gonna happen. Yeah, sure. I suppose. But I guess I'm hankering for when Tekken was always pretty big, but I don't know. Behavior didn't used to be this bitch made. Send chat, please. Wait, so can you hear me? Oh shit. Hello, Finty's chat. I've got my own stream, so I can't see your stream. But if you can hear me, then what's up? What's up? I'm about to cook this full. I'm about to cook this bully. I see you in the chat. I see you in Finn's chat being like, oh, Coach Kazama deserves all the roasting. All right, I'm about to launch my fucking Ace Attorney defense. Y'all motherfuckers are out of line. Y'all motherfuckers are out of line.
Okay, so sorry, this... Excuse me, I don't know what this is. This is why I need to get the fucking new mic from the Tech Revenger recommended me. I'm sorry. I hope this... I hope that, because I don't get a fucking notification when this shit happens. But I should be in the presentation stream. Yeah, I'm in the presentation background. So guys, please tell me if my mic... at this point, I can't touch it again. Otherwise, it's gonna load. So if my mic bugs a little bit, we have a... Well, it doesn't fucking matter, does it?
It'll explode. Your mic will explode.
It probably will explode. So I need to just quickly get this up.
Finn T can't get it up. Confirmed.
Because I have some resources. Why doesn't it... Okay, so we have this. Okay, so chat is on screen. This is on screen. Your logo is on screen. My voice works. Your voice as well. Okay. So, chat.
What up, guys? Yeah, what's up?
Chat. What?
Yes.
How do we even start this? How about...
I'll tell you how it started. I've thought about this. I'll tell you how we started. I'm gonna tell you the sequence of events as I saw them. Right?
Okay.
And then you can be like, actually, here's what you're missing.
Okay.
Does that sound decent? One of us lays out the event and you'd be like, okay, I agree with everything except for XYZ. Does that sound reasonable? Or do you want to lay out the events? How do you want it to go? That seems like the most logical way for me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right. So here's how I see it. Friend of the channel, friend of both our channels, NovaSeiken, has been making a series of videos pretty much documenting everything that sucks about Tekken 8. We always bitch about Tekken 8, but he's actually been doing a decent job, I think, better than most, of representing like what Tekken has been historically, both in 7, Tag, occasionally even going back to 5, and what has been sucking at Tekken 8. He kind of calls it his long-term project. And I've been watching every video in the series. And there have been people who have taken issue with the stuff he said in those videos. One of the people who took issue with the shit he said was most famously perhaps was what's his name, Fighting GM, but more recently was Coach Kazama. So Coach Kazama makes a counter video pointing out, in his mind, Coach Kazama is pointing out all the ways that NovaSeiken is wrong. Here's the thing though, NovaSeiken isn't wrong. NovaSeiken is a fucking forensic expert. He's actually 100% right. So Coach Kazama is like really sort of has a very shallow view, and he's basically trying to contradict someone who in reality he's better and more knowledgeable than him in Tekken. So Coach Kazama makes his video being like, hey, here's all the ways that I think NovaSeiken is wrong. And NovaSeiken, being the prideful lion that he is, kind of makes a counter video, counter to the counter, putting out, nah, bro, like Coach Kazama doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like he's fucking, and to be fair, that's what what's his name? That's what NovaSeiken's like. He did the same thing for Fighting GM. He's like, no, you ain't gonna. Yeah, I put in too much work into this video. You're not about to come here and like dismiss everything I've said. So he goes through it, and he gets kind of salty. I think he actually gets saltier with Coach K than Coach gets with him. But at the same time, like, you know what? He's fine. He's defending his honor, or he proceeds to be defending his honor. No harm, no foul, no issue. Then I see a day later, you make a video, kind of, in my view, just jumping on, being like, yeah, who the fuck is this Coach K guy?
Did you watch the video? Did you watch?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I watched it twice. I watched it twice now. Well, no, 3 times now. 3 times now, because I watched it again today just to make sure before I came back on, right? And you can't, and you was just kind of like this fucking, can you believe this? And this idiot's coaching. This guy's an idiot. This guy has the audacity.
That is my point. I just wanted to just quickly interrupt. Like my video is a standalone video. My video is literally a standalone video. Like Nova deals with all of the micro situations and where he just talks insane shit, and I focus on the coaching stuff. And I didn't jump on. This guy was on my radar 5 months ago. We can ask Obellion as a witness, because I was like, 5 months ago, a video popped up. I was like, can you believe that this guy's coaching or calls himself a coach? It's kind of weird to me. So I'm just saying, Nova reminded me, I mean, I even was on stream. People in the chat said, hey, did you know that this guy made a video against this Nova shit? I'm like, this guy, really? So but okay, continue, sorry.
But the thing is, already, like, the model of this conversation is about to break down. Because you know damn well that I don't have an issue with you saying that he's not worth his money. I agree with that. I'll put it on the record. I don't think he's worth what he's charging, right? But that's not what you said. And that's definitely not the tone in which you said it, right?
Exactly.
You kind of attacked him. You attacked him, right? So for me, it's not really about the coaching.
Okay, but
hey, let me finish. It's about, like, attacking people. Because for me, this is, again, fuck Tekken. Tekken doesn't really matter. It's just about, like, how you treat people, right? This is like a philosophical thing for me, right? If I'm going to attack your personhood, if I'm going to attack you as a person online, there's a bar you have to meet for me to feel justified doing that, right? Like, if you've done something wrong, right? If you've, like, fucking been touching kids, right? Or if you've been violent, right? Or if you've been insulting other people, then I'm like, you know what? It's all fair, right? But there's a bar, for me personally, there's a bar you have to meet before I feel like, well, of course we can attack him, right? And to me, I don't really feel like he met that bar.
But he attacked Nova.
Right, and you said this. What did he say to attack Nova?
He called him a low-level fucking scrub who blocks people from progressing. Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He called him a
specific words.
He said he doesn't have understanding about the fundamentals of the game, and he blocks people from progressing. That is literally an attack.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not.
Again,
it's not. Okay. Why is it not?
No, okay. If I say you're bad at Tekken, I'm criticizing your Tekken. If I say you're an idiot, I'm criticizing you as a person. Do you understand? If you can't see the difference, this whole conversation is pointless, right?
Okay,
like,
but it's not because look. I don't even care about who attacked who first, because my point is this guy is attack worthy. Everyone should think.
Right, totally, yeah, exactly. And this is a disagreement, right? This is a disagreement. Okay, because then, you feel that he is attack worthy, like he is worthy of vitriol and name calling and blah blah blah.
Exactly,
that's really what this is about. Yeah.
One thing. Okay, wait. Then let me. Okay, wait. Sorry. Finish your point first. Then I go to.
I'm basically there. So you make your video, which again you said it was standalone. You make your video, and I'm like, wow, you're really attacking a motherfucker over a fucking video game. Like, I don't really think he's done anything like vicious, and I don't really like people in the community, especially people who I like have a relationship with, who I like respect. Like, there's so much in the toxic community. There's so much in our community that's toxic, and I get really pissed off when people I look up to start adding to it, in my perspective, right? So I feel like, wow, you're kind of punching down in a way that feels like kind of out of order.
Yeah, I hope
now, of course,
so.
in your mind, you feel like it's justified. But I'm like, that's kind of asshole behavior, and like, that was my view. But even when you made this video, I was like, I'm really gonna say something, like, because out of respect to you, I was like, I don't like this. I was tempted to make a video there and then, but I'm like, it is what it is. Let it die down. But then Mike Hollow made this video. And again, Mike Hollow was pretty respectful too. But Mike Hollow, to me, has a larger channel than both of us combined. So I'm like, damn, motherfuckers are just coming out the woodworks, attacking this motherfucker. Like, really attacking the dude. And I'm like, I don't know that he's done enough to incur like the fucking vitriol.
All right.
He's fucking getting.
Okay,
I don't know
this
what
is
he has.
okay. This is where I come in. So this is where I come in because we need to establish a common reality here. Like basically, we need to be clear on the factors of scumminess that this guy, completes in itself. So first point, he is literally lying about his high level history. So he says he reached the highest rank since Tekken 6. So he specializes in teaching players how to master the intricate mechanics of the game, including movement, combos, mind games, and all this shit, right? So let me ask you, how? By the way, I can already answer this because I found a Discord comment from him that basically said he didn't play Tekken 6 that much. So yeah, I got him on this. How is this? So how is this not a blatant lie and false advertisement and unethical? So how can someone teach me the intricate mechanics of the game when he does not even, or like is not even, he's not able to properly record a sequence in practice mode? Like he records like if Steve flicker 1 up 1, or you can also input down. That's 0 on block, right? Now he says we are respecting the flicker follow up. We are respecting flicker and interrupting the follow up. And then his recorded Steve does back 1 and magically interrupts him with Jin down forward 1 and Jin magic 4. So that is literally what he tells people to do. That is literally his coaching. That would be as if I tell you Heihachi Heat Smash is -5 on block. So in this example, we are simply interrupting him here. Easy. Now pay me $40. Thank you. And I want to wait. This is where I have this on, so you can quickly, because this needs to probably be a reminder for people. Because I made timestamps for this shit. So the timestamp here.
Example, we're respecting flicker down forward 1-1 and then interrupting the.
Let me run this for a few seconds.
No doubt about it.
In this example, we're respecting flicker down forward 1-1 and then interrupting the next follow-up. As you can see, we have time for a jab and a magic.
Respectfully, Finn, it's been a long day.
God.
You have a point to make, right? What is the point? Explain it to me. I'll wait for the video, but explain it to me.
Okay, how is it not unethical that he does this? How is it not call-out worthy that this is his coaching and he demands money for the shit? That's point 1. That is only A. That is point A. You can't now say, oh, it was a long day. I'm sorry, but we need to go through this.
I'm not saying it's a long day because people tell me. I just don't want to wait for nothing. I have lower patience than usual. That's what I was.
Okay, he lied. He is literally a liar that lied about his high level history. True or false? I do a Tom Brady here. True or false?
Sure. So hold on.
Okay, he's a liar.
No,
that's number 1.
What was his claim?
He plays at the highest level of play and teaches for competitive play. He plays at the highest level of play and has the highest rank since Tekken 6.
Okay, no. If he hasn't played Tekken 6, then yeah, he hasn't been at the highest level of play since Tekken 6. That's not true. That's like a lie.
Is that a lie or not? Like, do you believe he has the highest
levels of play now? He's at the highest levels of play now.
No, he isn't. No, he isn't.
Top 3%.
No,
top
he isn't.
Count?
Chat, are you trying to? Okay, now you are kidding. You're taking the piss, right? If you call like just God the highest level of play, like you're taking the piss, right?
Hang on. This is actually a key point that I really wanted to discuss with you. Because
no, I'm not done yet.
Let me ask you a question. No, you stopped for me to answer. Now you're saying you're not done yet.
Yeah, because like, come on, like, really?
Do you want me to answer yes or no?
Okay, answer.
I can stop talking or talk. Do you want me to answer?
Yeah, answer. Sorry.
Okay. Is he at the highest level of play? In the world? No. But he's better than most humans.
Okay, but he says he teaches. Okay, chat.
So my point is, if he makes the claim that he's at the highest level, he's not lying. He's better than most humans. He's better than most humans in his game, Finn.
Chat. He says he can teach you for competitive play, for tournament play.
Where does he say that?
Didn't you watch my video? You said you watched it 3 times.
Yeah, I did. And I heard you say that. But then I went on his website and he didn't say that there. So where does he say that?
Okay, I put it on screen. Is this, where's the...
And while we wait, I want to ask a question. Can I coach?
Yeah, of course.
But I'm not at the highest level of play either.
That doesn't matter. It matters what you say. Bro, if you teach like green ranks or yellow ranks not to mash in this game, I don't care. If you demand $500 for Tekken King, $40 an hour, and you have this, as well, then we have a problem. Especially when you lie about your history and when you lie about moves. Like you did. It's true. Look. This is why we need to go through this. Do you see this? So there he says,
so where's the claim?
master the fundamentals and become truly competitive. To climb up the ranks or compete. Compete means tournament play.
Read the sentence. Compete with what? Compete with Austin Ash or what? What does he say?
Compete in this game. Come on, guy. You want to
Read
lawyer
the sentence,
now, right?
brother. No.
You want to, bro? You can't be
You're
real.
the one who brought the site up, bro. What are you talking about? What does he say?
Wait. Chill. You are telling me now in your world, compete just means hey against what? Compete is a word in Tekken. You are,
Finn?
bro. No. You
Read the sentence. I'm just asking you to read the sentence.
Bro.
That's
I'm
it.
getting
Read the sentence.
okay. You're making me actually fucking angry right now. So, sentence, master the fundamentals and become truly competitive to climb up the ranks or compete. Compete is a word every Tekken player uses. For example, like, do you compete? Does he compete? People use this all the time. Does he compete? That means tournament play.
Which is this trainee or is it? Cause I'm not seeing that sentence. I believe you.
It's on screen. A sentence here. There on screen.
Thank you. A sentence in. Refined, dangerous discipline gained. Deeper knowledge in that session, train strategies for each character, master the fundamentals, and become truly competitive to climb up the ranks or compete. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure we're in the same place. Okay, cool. So that's what he's saying. So he's saying, if you train with me, if you give me $60 a month, I can make you climb the higher ranks and compete.
Yeah, and compete is a word every Tekken player uses for, like, do you play tournaments? Like, do you compete? Like, does he compete? Is he even, are you a competitor? Everyone knows what this word means. It means tournament play.
No.
Are you for real right now? You can't be for real, bro.
I'm genuinely for real. You're imputing. You're imputing.
I'm what?
So hold on. So you're saying I don't compete in Tekken? If I told you, I
don't compete in Tekken, no.
If I told you I'm a competitive player, you wouldn't be like, you'd be like, nah, you're not a competitive player. I mean, obviously, right now I'm not. I literally don't compete. But like, if I played every day, I don't compete.
You don't compete.
Bro,
Compete is a word that is someone said it means like a colloquial or some shit. If you tell people you compete in this game, you are a competitor. That means you play tournaments. You go to tournaments. You play in tournaments.
Okay. So if Blackheart told you that he's a competitive player, you would refute that claim.
If he says I compete, I would.
He said
Blackheart plays in tournaments. So yes,
I compete.
Blackheart plays in tournaments, or he did. Now for
example. No. So does he compete? Don't
bro, why are we talking? Are you crazy, man?
No, because I'm not. I'm answering your question because okay, you know what? Let me calm down. Let me try to tell you what I think you're saying, just to make sure that we're on the same page. You're saying he said in his advertising, if you play with me, I can help you compete. And you're saying that clearly means that he's saying that if you pay me this money, I'll make you a tournament player. Even though he didn't use those words, and I'm saying I don't think that. I genuinely don't think that. I don't. You can't,
that. Chat. I love.
I'm
you,
not
man.
lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Chat, I genuinely don't think that.
Chat, I love you. I watch so many videos of you. You usually are so analytical and also like about read between the lines. What did he actually say? But now you lawyer this guy out of this. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
No, because you're implying that I'm like being disingenuous in my interpretation. I swear to God, if I was like, hey, look, let me think about it differently. Okay, Virtua Fighter. I'm new to Virtua Fighter, right? I'm new to Virtua Fighter. So let's say Tricky was like, look, you're a scrub at Virtua Fighter, but if you come to me, I can make you a real competitor, right? Right? I can make you a real competitor. I wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, she's saying that if I go to her, she'll make me an evil player. I'm thinking, no, she'll make me like be able to like, I could give Blackheart trouble.
Look, okay.
At
this point, because otherwise I'm gonna literally lose my shit. I will respectfully just disagree. Compete in my world, because every single player I've ever heard use this word in Tekken, English native or not, uses this word to imply that he goes to tournaments. I compete in this game. So respectfully, I simply disagree.
But okay, fine. You can disagree, but I'm okay with that disagreement. What I'm not okay with is you're saying, no. My objective interpretation is the only possible rational interpretation. And any other interpretation is either stupid or irrational. And I'm like, no, I genuinely feel that if I read that sentence, I wouldn't assume that this person's promising to make me an evil competitor. I'm saying that this guy's going to make me a killer. Like, I'm going to walk into any tournament and I'm going to give people trouble. That's what he means. That's how I would interpret. And you're like, no, there's no way you're saying that. You're just pretending.
Okay,
to say
let
that.
me-
You just say that to try and lure him out. But no, that's genuinely my interpretation. And you seem unwilling to accept that a human being could have that interpretation.
Okay,
I'm like, but I'm not
okay,
lying to you.
Okay, even if you mean that like a killer, he will surely not turn you into a killer because once again. So first, okay, wait. Let me get the chain of points here in order again. So first off, you agreed that he lied about his high level history because it's at this point. I'm sorry if you don't.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
No, if he said I'm a high level player in Tekken 6 and he's not even played in Tekken 6, that's a lie. I never saw that claim. But I believe you. You wouldn't make that up.
Okay, so that is already a point where I can call him a liar and basically someone who falsely advertises his bullshit, right?
Sure.
Okay.
And if that was in the video,
is that already enough that I can call him a rat and a clown and can make my video, or is it not allowed?
I think if you read a comment of him being an asshole, I'd be like, why are you lying, bro? Like, I'd call him out on the lie. I'd call him out on the thing.
I would love to have written a comment to him to ask him about the lie, but he deletes every comment because this is another point we went. Okay, wait. So, number one, lie. Bit unethical. Number two, and I am giving him the benefit of the doubt here, that he is that incompetent that he cannot properly record something in practice mode. Do you agree that this is the case? Because this is literally true.
Yeah, sure. We saw that.
Okay, so we talk about someone who offers paid coaching who is not able to properly record a basic scenario in practice mode. You agree? Sure. This happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. In this instance, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
We all saw that. Yeah.
Another point. He says he is able to teach players the master the intricacies and movement. Right? He cannot KBD. I watched every single one of it. Like I watched so many games of him to make sure that I don't like talk shit about him. So is that also a lie? I tell you I teach you to.
Doesn't KBD.
He doesn't KBD, and he says he will basically.
But I don't
teach you. Okay, but you don't KBD, but you don't fucking ask for $500, chat.
Yeah, sure. It's true. I don't.
So another point for false advertisement, right? How can someone teach me the masteries of Tekken movement if he can't even do this the most Tekken technique ever invented, the Korean backdash? We agree on this.
No, I don't know that he can't do it. I know that he doesn't do it.
Yeah, but if you were able to do it, you would do it.
I can do it. I did it in 7. Chat. I just kept getting hit in my backdash.
I concede that point because I don't want to. Okay, then. He says he wants. Okay, wait. He says he wants to teach me mind games, right? Sure. How can he teach me mind games when he doesn't know the basic frame data to the degree where he says a move notation that does not even exist? Steve flicker forward 2 and says this mid is -14 on block when it is -5 on block. Timestamp NovaSeiken video.
Yeah, he was wrong. He made a video. He put information in that was just straight up wrong. He's making up moves, like just pulling things out of his ass.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Do you agree that it is critique worthy when someone is on that level of knowledge?
Yes. Yeah, okay, I have no problem with you being like, you are wrong about XYZ. I have no issue with that. Absolutely. Yeah, but he says XYZ is accurate, and you say, no, XYZ is wrong. Let me give you a good example of this, right? The same thing actually happened. My first interaction with Blackheart is actually very similar. Blackheart can attest this. My first ever interaction with him on social media was actually, he made a video talking about Xiaoyu and Leo. And he was pointing out that Xiaoyu could AOP under a ton of Leo's moves. Now, Blackheart knows more about Tekken than I will ever. He's forgotten more about Tekken than I will ever know, right? But I played Leo for 8 years, so I knew that the moves he was covering in that video, this video that he made, happened to be moves that could be sidestepped by anyone. So it wasn't really an ALP issue; it was a sidestep thing. So he was wrong, right? When I made my video countering him, I did not go, Blackheart is a fucking retard. He's fucking stupid. He's an idiot. He's dumb. Don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know what's going on. Why would you listen to this bum who doesn't know the basics about? I'd be like, no. He said a bunch of things. And they were wrong. And let me show you these specific things that were wrong. Xiaoyu's still a bullshit character. His general hatred for the character is pretty legitimate. But the things he made in this video were wrong. So my point is, you can absolutely point out when someone is wrong. And just and still be like, not be a cunt. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, okay,
like,
wait.
You can do both.
Wait, yes, I can simply say, Senor Coach Kazama, I respectfully disagree and would like to make you aware that what you said about flicker forward 2 is not true because the move doesn't exist in the first place, good sir. But in my opinion, all the factors combined make him a fucking cunt he wants to fucking extract money out of Tekken babies, out of people that don't know better. And actually,
but hang on. This is again, you are. Let me try to boil down the argument, but before I do, I want to make sure that we both agree on what the argument is. He is charging a lot of money, claiming to teach people they can get that he can make them better at Tekken.
No. Wait, specific. To teach you the
that he has made, quote, that I can help you master gameplay.
Yes.
I can help you master
and compete.
movement,
Yes.
and I can help you compete. And again, we're getting into, but I'll take your definition, right? So he is selling himself as like a coach who can like elevate your game to like really high levels, right? And you're like, hang on. You are writing checks that your skill can't cash. Like you are claiming that you can get people to a really high level, but you're not really. My assessment of you, and I agree with this assessment. You're not there, bro. You're not there, bro.
Yeah, not only is
like,
he not there.
You're not even close to that, right? Like that's what's happening, right? And in your mind, this combination of thing means because all of these things are true, I can basically just treat you like a piece of shit because you are a piece of shit.
Wait,
that's the argument. That's the ABC, right?
Wait. It is the AB, but it is the ABC, but the D is missing because I'm not even done with the factors. Because because he treats me like a piece of shit first. Do you know why? Because he doesn't even allow any criticism in his comments. He literally has the comments on auto moderate and deletes comments that disagree with him. For me, this is how is someone not insanely dishonest, aka a dishonest cunt, when he deletes comments that either call him out or show that he doesn't know what he talks about.
Let me pause that because this is again. I feel.
Let me end this. Because I think potential customers like me, because I wanted coaching, obviously from him for my Asuka, I wanted coaching, but I was under the impression like how am I able to evaluate if I want coaching or not? I should be able to also have an honest public feedback for this, right? But that doesn't exist. Wouldn't you call this fucking scummy as fuck? Wouldn't you call this cunt behavior? No. Did you say no? Are you rage baiting me, motherfucker?
No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. And I'll tell you why. I don't know what his comments are like, but I know what you are like, and I also know what a lot of your subscribers are like. I'm one of them, of course, but I know what a lot of your followers are like. I don't think people are going, "Good evening, Master Coach K. I would like to say that I have watched your recent video, and I have found your things quite distressing." I don't think that was a tone and tenor that the influx of messages he was getting. I imagine a lot of the messages he was getting were just fucking. His inbox was getting blown up.
Wait,
and so he was like, "All right, I'm turning comments the fuck off. I'm not gonna feel bad if people are coming at me, especially prominent people with large followings, start coming at me. I'm not gonna fault someone for deleting comments."
Chat. This was before anyone made a video because. Do you have my stream open? Can you listen to
Sure.
Okay, listen to this. Because what you just said, you again want to defend him and say he got mean comments. No. Look at this.
In fact, only this guy, Coach Kazama, and his vast Tekken knowledge you can only acquire by playing Asuka, will tell us what we can actually do.
We can see firsthand the extent of his knowledge. Here, for example, there was a guy that criticized his video. Unfortunately, apparently, he deleted the guy's comment. But here,
this is a comment where he himself exposes his own incompetence. He himself, that is no longer there. This is the shit he deletes.
So he made
after he gets called out on his bullshit.
Right. So he made a comment. He was wrong. Someone called him out on the comment being wrong. So he deletes the comment.
Yes.
And this makes him a villain.
Yes.
I've done that.
What? Why would you do that?
I've done that. Because I said something that was false. And then someone went, "Hey, that's false." And I go, "Oh, sorry." And I delete the comment. I've done that.
Chat. Okay.
I've done that.
Have you also... Chat,
I've done that.
You are fucking with... First of all, I believe you are fucking with me on an insane level and you shouldn't...
I'm telling the truth. I've done it. I'm not lying. I've done this.
Okay.
I've done this exact thing.
Chat. The third. Let me ask you then one more question. Did you also... do you also moderate your comment section and filter out and block comments and delete comments that say you are wrong? Like outright? Or that people that just disagree with you?
My comments is like the Wild West. You know this. My comments is the Wild West. Because I am the Wild West. Whatever, right? That's fine.
And that is why I asked this, because... But So we are in agreement that doing this is scummy, especially when you are a coach who should be able to stand to hold to a certain amount of scrutiny from the public, because you publicly offer your service. The public should also be able to publicly give you feedback, right? So if someone
No.
No.
People are allowed to have different rules of moderation. I don't. I'm like, whatever. I'm old school. You can just do whatever you want.
You
But
don't.
there are people who moderate curse words out of their fucking.
We are not talking about curse words. We are not talking
No,
about
but
N-word comments. I had to delete.
No, I'm not talking about that either. But I'm saying that different people have different rules of moderation. Some people are like, I don't really want negativity in my thing. So if I think that this is like a toxic whatever, I'll delete it. People have different rules of moderation. You know this. You're allowed to.
But Chad, we are not.
But you're saying like if you're a coach, you have to be open to everyone. I don't think.
I'm not. No, you are misconstrued. So wait. Let me get my thoughts clear, because I'm this close to just self-terminate.
Then help me understand, because clearly I'm missing.
Okay.
Something.
First of all, what you or I do with our channels and moderation shit wouldn't even matter that much,
Sure.
because you and me do not have a service like this. And mainly you are not called Coach Chat the Third. I'm not called Coach Mentally Ill German Autistic Cunt.
Sure.
There's a different standard, a little bit, in my opinion.
Okay.
Now, when you offer this, and we are not talking about N-words or people who are mean.
Yeah,
we
agreed on that. Yeah.
There's a different context here.
Just general quote unquote negativity on his part.
There's a little bit of.
Do you have examples of the comments he's deleting?
Well, Mike Hollow's comment, for example, or a lot. I mean, I can't, because the comments he's auto-delete. The comments are just not.
I'm not saying that to like shut you down. I want to know the example, because for example, if someone's like, "Hey, you said that this is down forward 2, but it's actually whatever," and he deletes that, I'd be like, "Oh, that's weird."
Well,
right?
I tried to
like,
make.
What is the kind of comment that he's deleting? That's what I want to know.
I actually made a comment saying, "Yo, bro, what the fuck is this move you're fantasizing about? It's not like flicker forward 2. It's not punishable." My comment never got posted. It's on automatic. Like he filters that shit. We don't need
right. So I see. So basically, in order for any comment to go to his page, he has to read it and like be like, "I think this is a good comment. I'll let it go through." It's like that. Right?
This or a factor of those two, because I can,
like okay,
Chad, you know how Nova's crowd vibes. If Nova's crowd sees something they heavily despise, they go there, they write comments. So many people have written me that they wrote a comment, it got deleted or it didn't go through, and only positive or like the mildest critique stands there.
Yeah.
This is. Wouldn't you say it is dishonest?
I think that's valid.
How is that valid if you are a coach that are like people should wait. If you are a coach,
yes,
and you offer your services, shouldn't those services also be like fairly reviewed?
No, I have 2 services. If I understand correctly, he has a YouTube video. He has hundreds of videos, tons of tutorials and stuff that he's been producing since forever. That's one thing. And he's also coaching on the side, right? He's doing these 2 things. So if he's like, okay,
his
I want my
YouTube channel is called Coach Kazama. He plugs.
Yeah, I get that. No, I get that. I understand. But he also makes he's made over 100 videos this year.
And
videos
in every single video,
tutorials, guides, blah blah. He does all that shit, right? All of that shit.
No, he doesn't do all of that shit. He every single video has his paid coaching, whatever.
Yeah, totally.
Fucking bullshit. I'm getting.
Totally.
Okay, go on.
No, I'm listening. No, I'm just saying, like, he has a. Okay, I feel like the argument keeps moving, and I want to keep it in a stable place, right? Again, I'm going to try and recap it, not to be annoying, but just to make sure that we understand each other. You're saying he
talked about Magic 4.
Therefore, if you are a coach and you have a YouTube channel, you have a moral obligation to like not have like a highly moderated comment section. You cannot. There's something unethical about having again. I'm like, okay, that's your opinion that you're open to. I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
I'm like, yeah, I think like, for example, I'll give you an example. If FinnFemboy, for example, was like, there is so much negativity in this community, I'm actually just gonna filter all the comments that come through. I wouldn't be like, look at this cuck. I'd be like, you know what? Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. You can do that. Like, you can do that. I wouldn't do that, but I can see that.
Okay, but like, FinnFemboy, okay, okay. But then you have to add the context. We not only have to add the context that he is called Coach Kazama, not random ass fucker 39 who makes videos about Asuka.
Yeah, I get it.
He's called Coach Kazama, and his whole identity on YouTube is I plug my shit. It's literally in his main description, all the posts. It's all of this. He has even subscription models on top of this shit. This is his main purpose and goal.
He's one of the most. He's like it's worse. It's worse now. I'll even argue your side. He's actually one of the most popular people on Metafy. He actually has one of the most followerships on Metafy, more than many pros.
Well, you can follow for free, but you actually need to pay for a session. So I hope.
So we don't know
how
much money is in it. Okay.
No, and I'm telling you that hopefully it is not that much, but that is besides the point. My point is just I don't want these creatures in my community. I think I don't really understand why.
Okay, no. Again, this is where you start to piss me off, because again, if you are saying he is charging too much money, I'm with you. He has no right to charge his money. But you have the again. My beef with you right now is
ignoring that. You are ignoring that he is also a liar, attacked Nova for no reason, slandered his name for no reason. You are ignoring this. You are ignoring that he is a liar, unethical, and slandering.
I'm not ignoring it. The list of things, again, for me, it's actually a lot simpler than this. And again, we can go into all kinds of, and I'm sure we'll go in there. You seem to have internalized, and you're not alone in this. There's a lot of people in our community, and I hate it. If you say sufficiently dumb things about Tekken, I get to call you whatever the fuck I want, consequence free.
No, that's not how I think, because I wouldn't have.
Because here's the thing: he has not. You're claiming that he's attacked Nova, when really he attacked Nova's opinions.
Okay, call it for what you want. Okay. In my opinion, no. Call it what you want. For me, it's an attack. End of discussion. Call it what you want. For me, it's an attack. It's a fucking call-out video. Like, of course it's an attack, mate. Come on.
So do I attack Blackheart when I made my call-out video?
Yeah.
Or did I attack Blackheart? Or not Blackheart. Did I attack Buff Guy when I was like, hey, I think your opinions about Kazuya Sidewalk Left is bullshit. I attacked him.
You didn't, because you and him as well were extremely nice, and basically it was more of an exercise and a discussion from video to video.
No, the difference was he wasn't being an asshole. I disagreed with him, and I argued with him on the point.
Okay, in my opinion, you are a fucking asshole if you call someone else out, say he is a green rank level player, while you are literally, and this is the benefit of the doubt interpretation, that you are that incompetent that you don't even can be bothered enough to check your own dog shit when you ask for $500. You should be able to at least be able to use the practice mode correctly. And no, he wasn't wrong. He was wrong like this while he charges $500. If that is not a slap in my face that this shit takes place in my community, and you are telling me I shouldn't call this out with all the might that I have? Where are we going? Like this is like someone throwing his trash in a public street besides the trash bin, and you're telling me, you don't need to go that hard on. No, I call this shit out because it happens in my community. I tell you why. Emotionally, I tell you why. Maybe I need to explain this. Why is it that players like Tai, Ayurichi, or a Duelist, right? Why is it that a shit ton of these players who are like actual competitors, why is it that Richie just today uploaded a video with Leo Tech? Why is that? He offers coaching. So why is he not making a video saying, hey guys, I have some tech or sequences for Leo that I think are really good, but I'm not telling you because you can buy my coaching here, and then I'm telling you. Why is Richie doing this? Why is he doing this? He offers coaching. Why is he doing this? And I will not try to speak for him. I don't speak for him, but I will try it. He and all the other bitches that are doing this, like Tai, and all of the other chats, like Duelist and shit, because they care about the game and have fun in sharing their discoveries and giving the community any help they can get in this godforsaken game. They simply do it out of the love for the game and for players to have joy using this shit. And when I see people like this Coach Kazama guy, who are only here to make
you make it sound as though Coach Kazama hasn't also and continued to also make videos for free as well, where he shows shit. It's not as good shit, but he shows shit.
But he is only here to do this shit.
But it doesn't make sense. So hold on.
Why he attacks? Wait, it's not you. You can't point always. I'm sorry, Chad, but you can't always isolate one of my points without seeing, to use actually a word of Jason Montoya. No, you can't isolate, because in this case, Jason Montoya is actually right. This is about the holistic nuances, about the whole package. It's not only that you can't isolate one point and say that's it. He is also a liar, malicious, or incompetent. Do you realize that I was respectful to him? Do you realize that I was holding back?
This is respectful?
Yes, I didn't go. Nova did. I even gave him the benefit of the doubt, which I almost have to mentally retard myself to even believe that it was incompetence and not malice to let Nova look like an idiot. Like, I even have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, this is... What more can I do?
Okay. I'm going to reiterate what I said at the beginning, and then I'm going to go to your point.
All right.
Tekken doesn't matter. Tekken 8 doesn't matter. Tekken 7 doesn't matter. Tekken 6 doesn't matter. All that matters, as Sesame Street, as Disney as it might sound, is how we fucking treat each other. That's it. Like, literally.
Yeah, and he treats the community like a fucking... No, he treats the community like his personal...
Hear me out. Hear me out. He offers a service. He's like, you know what? I can coach you to this. And he's not worth it. I agree with you. He's not worth it. Right? But as someone who works as a freelancer, I also have to offer my service and offer a price. And someone might be like, I don't think you're worth it. I don't think your writing skills are worth it. I don't care that you've written for children's television in the past. The fact that you're charging this much is XYZ. And I'm like, but you don't get to make that call. If you don't think my service is worth it, then don't get for it. But you don't get to say that I don't get to do it. Right?
You can say that, but okay. You can't wait, Chet. Is your point right now really that because I am not the god authority on how much you can charge for shit, that any price is okay? That this is not clearly designed to rip people the fuck off that don't know better?
Hang on. I talked to you about this yesterday. I spent £200 on fucking cardboard last month. Was I like...
Wait, on
value. You know this.
Bro, it doesn't...
I've seen people spend 50 quid on like fucking super chats, which seems crazy to me.
But you are sufficiently...
I've seen people spend tons of money on trainers that cost like $2 to make, but they cost $200.
Okay,
like,
did someone tell... Wait. Did someone tell you if you buy this cardboard or the trainers that you will compete in Tekken? Because that is the equivalent. Did someone tell you he's going to make you a master? Did he tell you he's going to make you a master if you buy this cardboard? Because that's the context you're forgetting here.
No.
That is literally a false equivalency.
Come to my service, I'll put you in the top 5% of players, bro. And I'm like, listen, you need to pay. First of all, I think all coaching is a scam. That's just me. If I'm being real. But like beyond that, I'm like, this guy thinks in his crazy mind that his service is worth £400 a month. And we don't know how many people subscribe to that, but there are other people who do. But like, he's allowed to charge that. Like, why is he allowed to charge
he's
that?
not. Okay, I tell you why.
And also, who died and gave you or I the right to say how much anyone else can charge?
I tell you who.
Video, let me finish my point. If your video was, hey, FinnT cannot believe this motherfucker is charging this much amount of money, and I don't think you should go for it, that's fine. Because he is making an opinion, and you are making an opinion. That's fine. That's not what happened, Finn. You attacked him as a person. That's why I'm angry.
Of course we can
have this discussion about how much he's worth and whatever. But the thing that there's a lot that we can like perhaps see eye to eye on. But the part that I already know we're not going to see eye to eye on is you feel that there are things that give you the right to treat other people like shit.
Yes, if you are a scammer, I treat you like a scammer.
Right, and I agree with this. I also think that there are things that give you the right to treat people like shit. But I don't think charging 400 people for an optional coaching service is one of those things.
Okay, so let me make this really clear. Stop. Let me make this really clear. You can say that I'm not the God-given authority who says what is a scam and what is not a scam, right? But I think we would both agree if we change the context here a little bit, right? And you go to the elderly and you abuse their, like, for example, you know, in Germany this happens. People go around and try to sell insanely overpriced insurances to the elderly. I mean, in this case, he's allowed to do it, right? It's not illegal. That cunt, if that old stupid idiot is not able to read properly or thinks this is not overpriced, she can pay that, right? I mean, it's her fault, right? Right? Isn't it?
Sure. Right. And I think, and this is actually where I'll actually now come back into the coaching topic, right?
No, I want you to answer. No, I want you to answer my question. Is this okay?
If a person is trying to sell you a service that like is faulty, is fake, is wrong. Hey, buy this thing and your hair will grow back, but you know damn well it won't. This person's scamming you. This person's straight up scamming you.
Yeah.
Right. But if I like,
no.
I've been working...
Now you are changing my. No, you are changing my example. You are changing. You are literally changing.
Okay,
you are literally changing my example.
Hold on. You're right. You're right. Let me give you an example. If someone goes to old people and is intentionally using their inability to make judgments, this service can be purchased for $4, but I'm going to charge you $80. I know,
for example,
that you can get it for cheaper elsewhere, right? But I'm using your inability to think because you're an old person. That is a scam.
Or you actually get a service, but the service is completely overpriced, or you get a service, but the service is of bad quality. Quality. Okay, would you consider this unethical? And I can call you now a cunt. I can attack. Okay, that is what he does. That is literally what he does.
Right.
That is literally what he does.
This is where I disagree, right? Because let me give now. Can I give you the example I was going to use earlier? Now that I've acknowledged the example that you've given.
No,
can I give you the example that I think is more accurate?
This is what he does.
No, that's how you say it, and I humored your example. Can I give you mine?
Chat. Okay, let me keep your example in mind. Don't even listen to my words right now. I'm just gonna tell you this. I had multiple comments of sad possible victims, people who commented under my shit and said, I'm a new player. I actually watched his videos. I didn't know this. Like I had no idea. Like I'm not good. Like I could have actually fallen for this shit. Yeah. So I just want to make this short.
This is a really good example. So are there people who have paid for his service who are like, no, he scammed me? Who are they? Because I'll be honest, if you want to like win this argument and make me go, you know what, I was wrong. You, Mike, you 100% right. You give me even one of those people, I'd be like, okay, you know what, you got me. That's a real life example of someone who like got fucking robbed.
Let's not call it a scam then. Let's call it unethical as fuck. Is now everyone happy? Happy?
No, I would be happy if you didn't treat people in our community like shit when they fall short of your arbitrary distinctions.
It's not
what's cool and what's not.
No, it's not. This is what I mean, Chet. I told you there's okay. You want me to go. You know that Nova once said I have weaponized autism, right? If you want me to go full autism on this shit, do you know that in Germany and other countries as well, there's a so-called Wucher-Paragraph, which means if you design prices against common manners, basically against the public taste, right? Mm-hmm. If you design shit like that, that is literally a crime. You cannot do that. So how about now? I am allowed to actually call this guy under German law if you find a state attorney fucked up in the head enough to actually go after this. Do you know that he's a criminal? You can't even ask for prices like this. It is literally per German law a crime.
I've never heard of this law, and I find it fascinating. Let's explore this, right? So
I don't want to explore this. I want
no. You brought it. Don't bring this and then be like, I don't want to explore it. No,
because you have to.
I've never heard of this, but I'm fascinated by this.
Google
right?
it.
So if I charge, let's say I'm like, you know what? I'm back in Tekken, baby. I've never won Evo. I've never won a pro thing. But you know what? From now on, I am going to, if you give me, let's call it 200 a month.
We can't
make every week. No. Let's go here. Let's really.
We can't go there because you need. I said this was. You can only do this if you want to go full autism mode because there needs to be an established threshold. Look, you don't want me like I don't want to. Exactly. This is why. Exactly, chat. There isn't one. Meaning my standards apply and I am God in this situation. So yes, because he doesn't abide by my standards, and also the like-dislike ratio on that video and the comment structure is almost 100%. It seems that a lot of people in the Tekken community share my standard. And I wonder, chat, why is it not your standard? Why is your standard not if a cunt tries to sorry, I don't use the scam word because some people, it's technically not a scam. Shut the fuck up. Okay, unethical as fuck practices to try to get some Tekken baby to pay $400 for or $250 for Fujin. If that doesn't make you angry, I think, chat, I'm sorry, I think you are the problem. I think you are the problem. If that shit doesn't make you angry.
I'm going to answer you the best way I can. Who does get to coach and what price can they set? That's why I wanted to use me. If
Look.
I decide to coach, what price may I charge so that I don't fall foul of your God status? And if I want to challenge it by 50 credits, so let's say you're like, a valid price is 60, okay? And I go, I think it should be 80. Do you then get to go and call me whatever names you want? How does that work?
Look, how does that work? I tell you how does that work. For example,
Go.
I am God in this scenario, but do you know who actually judges this?
Sure.
The community. You,
Sure.
me, everyone in chat. And do you know what's really fascinating? That 99% of people, or 98%, but even the people who say it's technically not a scam, lol, even those people who say, I mean, it's technically not a scam, say it is overpriced as fuck and borderline unethical. So even the people who want to lawyer him out of this and say, well, it's technically not a scam, say it is obviously on purpose a ridiculous amount of money. So, chat, I make my standard and I let the people decide. That is the beautiful part about the community, about YouTube, and about people writing comments. And so far, this is why I don't understand you in this scenario. I don't know why you don't see this. That, yeah, there is no magical number I can quote you, because if you are telling me, hey, I got Arslan Ash on the line and Knee, and they both have a package where for $500, Knee and Arslan Ash and Atif comes as well, they coach me, I would say, well, that is very expensive, possibly also overcharged, but I mean, it's Arslan Ash, Atif, and Knee. Okay, if you, like, do you understand me? I don't know how to package this, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm at the end of my, I don't know what to do. Chat, you bring me dangerously close to exterminatus, which means, you know, like, because there is no hope anymore.
Me?
We need, yes, so to speak. I don't know what to do. I need to exterminatus.
With what? With what?
I don't know.
With what? But this is what I'm saying. So, like, what? You're like weirdly online threatening me because I disagree with you? Like, this
No,
is
it was a joke because.
But because this is the thing I don't get, right? Like, again, I'm gonna let you know where. Even if I am wrong, I want to let you know where I'm coming from. Genuinely, where I'm coming from.
I don't know if you're wrong. I want to understand you because so far I can't.
Here's the thing, right? This conversation is really complicated because the thing that I really care about isn't the coaching, but it keeps going back to the coaching. The thing I care about is this. There is a real elitism issue in our community, and
I agree.
Please let me finish. I beg you. There are people who seem to think if you are good at Tekken, you can do no wrong. If you're bad at Tekken, I can treat you like shit, right? Now, I don't think
that has nothing to do with me and what I did. No, it has nothing to do with me and what I did.
I was literally about to say this.
I don't like how you phrase this. I don't like how you phrase this.
I don't like how you phrase it too, but you have to start with your framing. I'm trying to tell you where I'm coming from. Let me finish. I beg you. I'm just trying to tell you where I'm coming from. You want to understand or not, right? So in this situation, I'm seeing this guy who's like a mid-level player, maybe upper mid, right? Because he's better than most people who play this game. Not better than pros, but he's better than most people who play this game. And he's like, I think my service is worth 400 quid. I think he's delusional. I think he's crazy. But he goes out there, he makes tutorial videos. He's just a guy out here in the shitty economy trying to make this whole thing work. He's charging way more than I think he's worth, right? Rather than coming out and being like, I think you're overcharging, which would be super reasonable, you and a couple of others have come out and just attacked him as a person. And my spidey senses are always going to get tingling when one person, especially if it's a person I respect, just comes out and starts attacking another human being, right? Calling them an idiot, calling them a fucking retard, calling them a clown, calling them a rat, calling them scum, especially if that person hasn't done it to you. We wouldn't be having this conversation if Coach K came out and was like, this NovaSeiken guy's a fucking retard. He's so fucking dumb. He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Then, honestly, I'd be with you, baby. I'd be in the comment section like,
you're doing it again.
Who the fuck are you to talk to NovaSeiken like this, right?
Chet, I don't know why you're doing this.
What am I doing?
You are again hyper-focusing on he's overcharging. That is one aspect of it. He's also making up things like he goes, calling moves like completely wrong notations to call someone. No, he was not. Look, Chat, he didn't make a simple tutorial on like how to counter Steve Fox, and then he got this wrong in his standalone guide video. This was a call out to someone to call him because it was on Vogue, because he was the one who jumped on the Let's Clown on Nova bandwagon. He was the one who targeted NovaSeiken because it was, oh, let me jump on the Nova bandwagon to fucking discredit him. He jumped on it and he did it. He brought this on himself. If you, in your video where you attack someone and call him a green rank, and that blocks other people from progressing, if you attack someone like this while being so wrong and so silly while doing it, while you are a coach, while you charge $500, while you moderate, well, while you censor your comment section, that is the more appropriate word, then you deserve to be called a clown, a rat, and you deserve to be treated like shit. You deserve that. Sorry. It is the duty of every honest member in this community to treat you like this. That's what's going on. Isn't it?
You truly believe that? You truly feel that way?
Chad, when you said, let me explain to you, you
truly feel that way? What you just said, you truly feel that way? Because that's the end of the discussion. Because that's really where our disagreement is. Because if you truly feel that way, then our positions have been made. Like you said your piece, I've said my piece.
But look, when you wanted to explain to me what's going on, you again like solely focused on the fact, well, he's overcharging a little bit. He was a little bit wrong. I mean, you could have been a bit nicer about it, but that's not the whole context. He's also censoring his comment section. I don't know. Like, if you evaluate everything that comes together here, censoring, $250 Fujin, subscription models, learn to compete in this game, learn the mastery of Tekken, attacking other content creators. He did. You said we did. No, he did with Nova. So I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. I want to see it. I don't see it. I want to see it. I don't. There are other people who deserve your protection, not this guy. This doesn't apply to him. Okay. He gets what he fucking deserves.
Okay.
Doesn't he?
No, I disagree, but okay. But I see where you're coming from. I see it.
No, but how do you disagree? No, where?
The reason, no, I'll tell you the reason I disagree. In fact, I'll do it with examples. Multiple examples. One. Like I said, when Blackheart made his video, that kind of really got on my nerves because it was a really heated video where he was talking about Shai's fucking bullshit, she's crushing all this shit. He was super wrong, and I made a video pointing out all the ways he was wrong. I sent a link to it, and it was really important to me that while I criticize Blackheart's opinions in that video, that I didn't attack him as a person because he's a man, right? He's a person, he's an individual. He hasn't done anything violent. He's talking about a game and he's wrong about the game. So I kept my criticism to the game. One example, that's just one. Buff guy, similar, says a bunch of shit about the game that I really dislike. Talks a lot of shit. You've seen that shit. And I've made multiple videos calling him out on the issue. But typically, any video I make where I'm criticizing him, I would be like, go follow him, go subscribe him. He's a cool dude, but he's wrong about this issue. If I ever made a video, I don't think I've ever done one with you. But if I made one with you, I was thinking about making one yesterday, but I wanted to calm down before I talk to you before I made a video. If I thought you were wrong about Tekken, I would never go so far as to like attack you beyond Tekken. My criticism of you would be kept to the Tekken, right? Because you're wrong in Tekken. Even yesterday, when I told you, as you know, before I made my video, was going to make my video, I sent a message, a personal, private message to you and Mike, being like, hey, out of respect to you, man to man, I really don't like the way you've handled that video, and I'm probably going to make one. And I don't want your inbox blowing up, like, without you knowing. So I didn't want to go behind your back. For me, this is about respect, all right? I know for some people, it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, there are things a person can do that can make them not worthy of being spoken to or about respectfully. There are. I just don't feel that he crossed that threshold. You do, right? And you seem to believe, and again, I was told, I even said this yesterday, that maybe the majority of people in the Tekken community, maybe it's not, it's me, it's a me issue. A lot of people seem to think, no. If the person is Well, I won't go into it because I don't know if he's going back into it. You just feel that he is worthy of like the level of vitriol and disrespect that he got because he's overcharging and because he made claims about being good in Tekken 6, but he didn't even play Tekken 6, and he doesn't even know how to record functions, and he has the audacity to challenge someone like Nova, who's clearly more knowledgeable about him. And we've gone through the reasons. We don't have to go it again, right? And you're right. Like, so I don't want to pick any specific one, all of them. And you're like, all of these things in combination mean that I'm able to say whatever the fuck I want about him.
Let me
I
ask
have
you
a
something.
duty. I have a moral duty as a protector of Tekken, the honor and integrity of Tekken, to say whatever the fuck I want about him. And that's why I asked you, is that what you believe? Because if that's what you believe, then our conversation's over. Because this is just a philosophical thing. I disagree with that claim. But
Wait,
this isn't a fact. It's just a personal thing.
The examples you brought forth, right? Like, where you said buff guy, black heart, and
Well, I guess I need the two of you when I messaged you.
okay, buff guy,
before the
black
video.
heart, right? Does Blackheart censor his comment section?
No.
Does Blackheart lie about his high-level history?
No.
No. Does Blackheart charge $500 for coaching, or even 40?
I don't know if Blackheart does coaching. He probably should, but no,
He does.
I don't think he does.
He charges
Okay.
$30.
Mhm.
I mean, it doesn't. The number fucking doesn't matter to me, but he doesn't
Yeah,
charge
sure.
500.
Mhm.
Okay, but chat, you know, I don't know what. Do you think we need more? Like, how do I phrase this question even? You don't see Coach Kazama as someone who, well, in a lack of a better term, please don't criticize that I use this word, but is a bit of a parasite in this community and should be, highlighted and should be shamed, because you yourself don't think his behavior is unproblematic, do you?
No, I think he's delusional. I think he's fucking delusional. I think he.
I am delusional, but I don't like.
No, but I think he's delusional. I think he thinks that the service he provides is worth XYZ, and I cannot disagree more. But I think he thinks that, and I think he puts in work. He makes videos. He tries to help people, and in his mind, he's like, no, I'm worthy of this price, and I think that price he's charging is crazy. But I genuinely don't think I have enough evidence to think that he is trying to screw people or rob people. I don't think he's like in his room rubbing his hands doing this. I think he's genuinely like, no, I'm pretty decent Tekken. I can help people.
No,
I can charge it.
No, I would agree with you if he had coaching and he did like, hey, $20 an hour, I get you to Tekken God or whatever. Like, I would agree with you then. But the fact that he does the subscription models on top of like $250 Fujin until Fujin, right? $500 until Tekken. This is where it gets obvious that this is like, yeah, again, someone wrote it in the chat as well. Technically, most scams are legal. I mean, that's what makes a scam brilliant, right? If you have a good scam that is legal, it's a good scam. But okay, whatever. The fact that he even has this price structure, right, and those models makes it obvious for me that this is malicious. This is malicious.
Right.
No
And I
player
think-
in their right mind.
Right, but the reason why, and it's probably the reason why I'm sensitive to this, because I work as a freelancer, so I often have to set my price, and I have had people look at the prices I've charged because I've been writing for like over 10 years, right? And they'll be like, "But you're just producing words, bro. Like, I don't think it's worth that." And when they say this, they're not lying. They genuinely think that I'm trying to scam them. Most people don't, obviously, that's why I have a career. But like, there are people who would be like, no, I have decided in my room that what you're charging is ridiculous. Not only do I just disagree with it and therefore I won't do it, I think you're trying to scam me. And I'm like, no, and to be fair, it does a number on me because I go, am I overcharging or am I not? Thankfully, I have friends in the industry so I can compare and contrast, right? But like, I don't assume when someone charges something more than I think it's worth, I don't naturally go, that's a scam.
Okay, but this is what I mean. I can call people, or maybe you have, maybe you even have a I don't know, in your business, some place where I can see, is this guy good at what he does? Like some kind of feedback loop. Okay, Coach Kazama tries to actively suppress that feedback loop in his comment section. Isn't that malicious and scummy as fuck? Again, we like these. You have to see this. I don't know why you have to chat. You have to see this. It's like the villain in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. He is unveiling himself, and you're like, nah, it's my friend. It's like you're under a curse, under a spell.
Sure. So I'm gonna try and understand it from your perspective. So from what you're saying is that I am being too generous. In my mind, he is a mid-level Tekken player with delusions of grandeur, right? And so he's charging a huge price to people because he thinks he can help them get to a level. That's my generous interpretation, and he's wrong in his assessment. Yours is that actually he's a villain. He knows he isn't that good. He knows he isn't worth what he's charging. He actively knows this.
Yeah.
And so he is trying to suck money out of the pockets of those who lack the awareness of the game to attract money.
Exactly.
That's the difference, right? So exactly. This is maybe the fundamental difference, right? So you're like, no, this guy's there is a knowing there is a knowing malice and manipulation of the ignorant members of our community. That's your
I
thing,
know
right?
I can prove that it is. Like I can literally prove that.
Please show me.
Okay, he censors his comment section. That's proof number one. He obviously cherry picks his games. So to have not the games on where it looks like it does, but where his flowcharts just work. And in his resume, he lies about his competitive history, where highest ranks in Tekken 6, my ass. I found him on Discord saying he didn't even play Tekken 6 that much. So these are all lies or manipulation. You wouldn't manipulate if you're honest. I mean, we already were at this, but would you agree that someone wouldn't censor his comment section if he is honest? If he someone wouldn't censor his comment section if he was not dishonest, right?
I'm reluctant to answer because I know you'll blow up, but I genuinely know people who have YouTube channels and they are very controlling of the comments that come in, and there isn't malice. But taking your framing of like, no, he's a con artist, in your mind, and again, you might be right. He is doing this so that when someone comes along and goes, hey, this wasn't worth the service, like, he's doing it to hide the truth, basically, and to hide the legitimate criticism that would help people make an honest assessment of his work. That's your view. So again, even the choice to curate, in your mind, is a malicious, manipulative act, whereas in my mind, perhaps overly generous, right? In my mind, I'm like, oh, he's just controlling his space. You get what I'm saying?
He is controlling his space, Chad. You are
no, but again, I'm open to your interpretation.
But how come you are so generous towards him, to his side? Or I mean, it's funny, right? Because he doesn't want to speak with anyone. He just wants to censor his comment section. It's also quite funny, but that could just be a defensive mechanic because he gets attacked, right? Because he gets dogpiled, right? Because he's the victim, right? But why are you so generous to a possible good version of him, and you are so not generous to my version?
Because your version, I can prove. I heard you call him a rat. I heard you call him scum. I heard you, like, the malice is not implied or whatever. The malice is there.
Yeah, but I showed you why. Okay, wait. Did this just happen? So wait, chat. You need to tell me if this just happened. I told you he is censoring his comment section to actively block out criticism, and you told me he is just moderating his space.
No.
Did that just happen?
No.
Did that happen? Because I don't.
That didn't happen. That didn't. What I said was, I'm trying to walk the middle line here. I am open to being wrong. Let me say that again. I'm open to being wrong. What I'm saying is, like, okay, I have been. Let's be like lawyers, right? There are two: prosecution and defense, right? I'm defense.
I don't want to be the lawyer. I want to be the executioner.
No, sure, fine, but you have to do the first before you do the second, okay?
I did.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I'm trying to genuinely steel man your position. I'm not trying to straw man you. I'm like, okay, the situation, he's a con artist, and the reason he curated his YouTube page is to stop criticism, right? That's your interpretation of what's happening. And my interpretation is like, okay, that is possible. You said it's possible. It's also possible that he's just one of many content creators who is just really controlling of, like, the comment section because he wants to control the space and the vibe, right? And your view is like, Chad, that is impossibly naive. That is impossibly generous and
Yes.
optimistic, right?
Yes.
And that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying. That's what I. So when I said he's trying to control the space, I didn't say that's what was happening. I was just trying to say these are the two interpretations. These are two
You can't,
competing versions of
Chat,
the
what
case.
is your judgment on it? Please
Right.
please tell me if you think.
No spin. For me, genuinely, when I'm dealing with people on the internet, I need a smoking gun before I shoot.
I showed you, the gun is in my mouth right now. I'm this close. The Glock already slipped in my. Look, chat. I showed you the gun. Like, okay, can you do the experiment yourself? You just go to one of his videos and you will see all of the positive, like there's positive shit or like mild shit at best, right? Or the comment that Nova showed. That comment is no longer there. Is this not a gun? Is this not a gun that he is censoring his comment sections with people that call him out on shit? Is that not a gun looking you in the face, chat? Please tell me. Please tell me.
You're gonna get mad, but what was the comment he deleted again? Show me again.
Where his incompetence about magic. He this one with the magic. Where he said, yeah, so many characters in this game have 11 frame magic force. June, Reina, I think he also said Jin. And obviously their incompetence gets, sorry guys, I don't want to scroll like a fucking idiot, but here, right?
I guess the point I'm trying to make is that if the comment was like an objective just correction and he's deleting it, that's really fucked. If the comment is mocking and he deletes it, I'm like, okay, well,
both.
Right. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to ascertain. I'm like, okay, if you delete someone insulting him, I'm like, oh, well, I'm not gonna get angry.
No, but we were already there. Like, okay, chat, wait. Let's wait. Let's assume, for the sake of the argument, let's assume that I am correct. Let's assume my version for now.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So let's say he is actually censoring his comment section to hide the incompetence, hide
calling him out as a fraud. Like, yes, I'm with you for now. Yes.
Would you say that if that happens, that with the added context of he's a coach, he demands money and shit, not demands, he offers that. Would you say that now I am finally able to call this guy a rat? And
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If you have proof that he is legitimately, he knows he's scamming people, he doesn't believe he can help people.
Yeah, but
if you have but I'm trying to give you what I need for you to win.
Yeah, but I have it. I already won. Jake,
but to convince me, your friend, right? Because the thing is, I'm not the kind of person who goes into arguments like I'm already right and I'm just going to spend the next 3 hours trying to convince you that you're wrong. That's not me. If I genuinely thought that, we wouldn't be here. I told you even yesterday, I'm open to being wrong. Here's what I need. I need proof of malice. And what you're saying is like, but I've whole lot of this stuff. And what I would say, to use common legal language, I'm like, a lot of this is circumstantial. Because a lot of this is what's happening is if you go into it initially that he is a con artist, then you can frame his deleting comments as, as scummy hiding stuff. You can frame his charging as whatever that German law was. Like, if your a priori assumptions about the man are that he's a crook, then you can look at all this and be like, this is all a scam. If, however, your a priori assumptions are that he's delusional, like he's just not as good as he thinks he is.
Okay,
There's a lot of delusional
let me
people in
ask you
our
one
community,
thing.
Then it's not a scam, right? And so my point is, in order for me to like pull the trigger or to feel comfortable with my friends pulling the trigger and just calling all kinds of shit and getting tons of the community just fucking calling this person out, the burden of proof, it just doesn't meet my burden of proof. Again, it doesn't mean that I never came in here saying like he's definitely a good dude who's not scamming. He's a wonderful. I didn't say that. I'm just saying if you're gonna be this like horrible to this person, I'm like I need more compelling evidence, bro.
Wait. I told you. This can't be. I told you that I was even giving him the benefit of the doubt that it was not malice in Nova's instance, for example, but incompetence. The other stuff, that is all malice. But I even was so fair because I cannot prove it, right? Because there are people that stupid There are people that stupid that they think, oh yeah, well, I mean, Steve's flicker forward 2, obviously minus 14, right? Everyone knows this. Let me just do this shit without proofreading my own shit. But Nova is actually right. If I not like go to the utmost insane clown world to give him the benefit of the doubt that this was stupidity. But you said, chat, don't kid me here. Did you really, like, with attention, watch Nova's whole 40-minute video?
I watched all of his videos.
Okay, but did you watch this one for real, with intention? Like,
Yes, of course. I swear to God, I watched it, and I watched. In fact, I'll prove it to you. Not that I should have to prove it to you, but there seems to be doubt that I've watched it. I watched him point out the fact that that Coach Kazama was not only got the moves wrong, but is like mentioning moves that don't even exist in the stance. Right? The idiocy of being like, oh, if you're minus, don't push. And if you're plus, push, right? I saw that section. I saw the part where he was like, I think that this person intentionally misrecorded things in order to confirm something that he probably realized in editing that he was wrong about. I saw the video. I'm aware of the claims.
Okay, so exactly. Wait. So when you saw that from Nova, then what? So wait, then you're running defense for him again, right? Because Nova says the likelihood that this is incompetence is pretty small. It actually has to be malice. I agree, but I went actually chat mode and said, you know what? I'm gonna play like brain dead here and assume this is actual incompetence. It doesn't matter. You can pick your poison on it, right? Either it's malice or incompetence. Either way, not a good show for a coach who offers $500 packages, huh? But you watched it. So how come that this is not a smoking gun for you when it comes to malice? Because it was. Like, how come you always pick the version? Like, how come you always pick the one version, the one unlikely scenario where I guess he doesn't mean anything bad by it. I think, like, I don't know, like, how many signs do I?
No, I'll tell you why, right? Because I've definitely fallen foul of this, where a lot of the times your a priori assumption about a person colors how you see everything else. And so typically, and again, this would extend to you too. Not that you would ever force me into this position, but typically if someone's like, he did X or he did whatever, or try to impute malice in your actions, I would always assume if there is a reasonable doubt that the reason was a mistake and not malice, I will always assume it was a mistake until I have proof that it was malice. That's generally how I approach people in general. And I know sometimes I get taken for a ride for that, but I find it better to assume incompetence or assume an honest mistake. Again, I go back to the Blackheart thing. I don't think that Blackheart like intentionally was misrepresenting Leo. I think he generally just experienced a situation where he's playing Leo. He was wrong. He went into the lab, found that the AOP evaded these moves, and then posted his video. So my assumption was never that I could have done what you've done. Again, maybe you feel, well, Blackheart is deserving of the benefit of that and he isn't. But my point is, what I'm doing for Coach K is what I would do for you, what I do for anyone, right? I'm like, I always assume, I refuse to assume malice if there is another explanation. And it's only when I've eliminated all other possibilities.
But we went through so many factors, and with like, you went so far as to say, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why, because I know you are not rage baiting or.
No, I'm not. I think your issue is with me is that I am overly generous, and that I'm giving you a hard time for not being generous. Is that a fair? If we were to look about this on a more personal level, the reason why you're getting here and what I'm getting here, because I feel like you've come in hot and you're like being kind of. I feel that your bar for when you're allowed to treat someone like shit is too low, and you perhaps think that mine is too high. Is that a decent reading of this situation? So I've been like, hey, a person I respect is like being like an asshole to someone in my community, and like, Chad, how dare you call me an asshole? This person deserves more than the vitriol I've gone. That's like the real disagreement that we're having. Does that seem like a fair summation of what's happening here?
Yeah, but I don't understand why. I just don't understand how it happens. Like, how can it, Chad? You called it, we wrote previously before this call a little bit, and you called it the so-called dignity line.
Yes, yes.
I think you call it the dignity line. If someone goes under your personal dignity line, you are basically allowed to treat him like fucking
shit.
garbage,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But every factor,
and we all have one.
but all of these factors I just listed should make him fall under everyone's dignity line. I don't understand why he doesn't fall under yours. And then when I ask about a certain factor, you say, "Nah, well, I mean, you are allowed to moderate your comment section. I mean, you can, but with the added context that he pays, that he has like $250 packages, that is like, I don't know how this is not already, like how this is not already enough to fall under your dignity line. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah, and that's why I said earlier, it's like, okay, well, we're just not, this kind of conversation is kind of over. Like, not in a hostile way, but it's like, okay, well, this is a philosophical difference. Like clearly, you're like, no.
Okay, wait. Let me give you an example. GM, for example, is in chat, right? I don't dislike people making money or something. For example, GM does like super chat fights, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say, oh, you are a piece of shit that you do super chat fights, because I get it. A lot of people want to play against GM because it's fucking GM, right?
Yeah, but imagine someone did do that though. Imagine someone did go to fighting GM and was like, "Yo, fighting GM's a fucking scam artist. He's getting people to do this." I'd be like, "No."
I would say
a service that people can they can choose to go into. But then no. But imagine I'm doing what you're doing now. It's like, no, in my country we have laws that prevent people from banning stuff like that. It's like, no.
That is something.
No,
that is something different. Like I wouldn't. Look. There is a certain. For example, it wasn't a thing with Buff Guy. Like, it wasn't like something that he did, but sometimes people, it wasn't even something that he like directly offered, but people were like, hey, here are $5, can you watch a few replays of mine? Or like $10 or something, right? Sure. But in this case, it wasn't legitimately an offer that Buff Guy had written somewhere. People, I don't know, people just did it, right? I don't have any, like, why would anyone have a problem with that? But when you go to the lengths of doing this whole ass subscription shit, of doing all these things, like every detail that we until now discussed and shed light on, if you don't get a taste, like if in your mouth you suddenly not feel a taste of like, this smells like shit, I don't know what to say. Like, I genuinely don't get it. Like, why are you, why,
no,
what?
I think, I'll tell you. I think for me, when I first encountered Coach Kazama, because I remember when I was first learning Asuka, because I never played Asuka in Tekken 7, and I was first looking at Coach Kazama. He had a lot of like basic level shit that I genuinely didn't know, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then you watch some videos and you're like, he has an intermediate take. Like, he has what I would consider to be like, he has what I would consider like a Tekken King take on certain issues. Like the frame data thing is a great example. You can understand why someone who understands fighting games a bit might say, when you're minus, don't push. When you're plus, push, right? But you know that's an it's a sophomoric take, right? But at the same time, there was some decent content there. All right, fine. I would never pay for his coaching, ever. But I was like, there is content here, right? So it's difficult for me to then go, well, this guy is this. That's why I side more with delusion than with scam artistry. And there's also, like I said, my general default position in that my dignity line is really important. If in order for me to actually treat you like a piece of shit, I need to be really confident. Like, not just like, I'm pretty confident. Not even 60% confident is enough. Like, I need to be like, this is irrefutable proof that you've been hostile, you've been cruel. Whereas in this one, you were like, well, he said, quote, that these are the opinions, to NovaSeiken, these are the opinions of someone I would expect in blue rank, and these opinions will hold you back in ranked. That's an attack. And I'm like, I don't think that's an attack. And like, no, to me, that's an attack, right? So my point is, your line is
okay,
super
wait.
low. Right?
Okay, you know what?
Right?
Do you realize that I personally just wanted to give you that reason, because you said, well, who attacked who, or whom attacked whom, but you know what the reality is? He didn't even, I don't actually care that he made a video about Nova. The video could not exist, and it would still be call out worthy, because let me tell you, until Nova brought this guy back into my memory, I never clicked on his Metafy. I was under the impression that he was charging whatever, something I don't really care enough. But when Nova reminded me of this guy, because we talk on Discord, right? He sent me the video link, and I was like, this guy, huh? when I clicked on it again and I saw what he actually sells there, like then it clicked in my head what he actually tries to do here. I didn't even need the fucking Nova video. For me, it doesn't matter. Like the Nova video makes it worse, way worse, because well, he himself builds a big ass grave for himself in that video with, you know, the Steve shit, all of the, like, I can't, it's a 40-minute video because Nova obviously, in like he usually does, in, how does he say, forensic detail and with living material proof.
I was the one who gave him that quote, by the way.
You did it? Yeah.
I was the one who said he does it forensic detail, and now he's gone with it. And it's true, he does.
In this case, it is just fucking insane, right? And again, for me, the scummy part is all of this chat shit. For example, when Nova does the fight with Fighting GM and stuff, right? Note that I'm people call me a Fighting GM Meatrider, right? I took Fighting GM for a video where he destroys a Ling so hard and in such a clean way that I made a video about it, and people said this video is really good, right? But why I don't go and like, oh, Nova, because some people told me that, like, oh, you are like the attack dog, you and Nova tag team people. Sometimes we do, but not because like he asked me or shit like that, because then I would probably also, oh, Nova has beef with Fighting GM, let me also make videos here and there about Fighting GM. No, that is a disagreement about certain things about Tekken. It's almost like there we have different opinions clashing with each other, different whatever. But in this case, shit comes together with intent and malice and money and scam shit involved, where I would have done a video either way. If he never attacked Nova, I don't care. If you had brought this to my attention, like 2 months from now, that he charges $500,
you would have made this video.
Yes.
And you would have gone as hard.
Yes. Because, again, there are so many people, right? They all do videos, Duelist, all of Richie, right? All of this shit, all of this content, right? They could put it behind a paywall, but they don't, even though they charge coaching. Yet, I think even in most videos, they even forget, Richie even forgets probably to say, like, yeah, by the way, I coach. Like, I didn't even know that he had a fucking meta fight, right? They don't really, they treat it more like, usually pro players, let's be real, right?
No, it's a side thing. It's like it's a side thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a side thing where you know, they know, right? If I ask Ty, if I asked Duelist, or if I ask Richie, right? Richie knows that you don't need coaching to get GOD or GOD1 or even like GOD2. You don't. He knows that. Sure. And he would also probably tell you. But in their case, it's treated more of like, it's your favorite player, and you also want to support them a little bit, right?
Sure.
That is my interpretation of it. Because otherwise, if Richie would not think about it like this as well, like I do, if he wouldn't think about it like I just said, he wouldn't do all these videos for free, right? He wouldn't do, here's this Leo tech, here's that, here's that. He would put it behind the paywall, right?
I get you. And the thing is, I am listening to you, but like, I think you've already made your point, like, perfectly well. Like, we're kind of going, again, I will listen to you, but like, to reiterate, you are convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that this person's charging and his intentions behind it are truly like criminal in nature.
Well, I wouldn't. Okay, wait.
No, sorry, not criminal. Unethical. Like they're truly. He knows he doesn't deserve what he's charging.
Yes.
Right. That's the key. So forget the law. Even if it's legal.
Predatory.
He knows predatory. Great phrase. Right. You believe that he's truly predatory. He does not put in the time that's deserving of it. He doesn't have the skill deserving of it. He doesn't have the knowledge. Everything, even his YouTube channel and the curating thereof, is a scam. And for me, that is a massive claim. And there's tons of circumstantial evidence. Don't get me wrong, tons of it. I just don't. I am just not convinced. Maybe I'm that one dumb juror who just doesn't buy in, and everyone else like it's clear as day. I'm open to that, right? And I respect you, and I respect Mike. I respect you enough that when two people, and increasingly more people that I respect, alter his opinion, I even said this yesterday. I'm like, look, I'm really willing to have this conversation and be wrong. When multiple people who I respect say the same thing and I disagree, I will check myself. If a retard says it, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. If 1,000 retards say it, I don't give a fuck because I have my own mind. But if even two people whose opinions I respect say a thing that I think that I disagree with, I will check myself. So I'm willing to check myself here. But up until this point, and even now, as frustrating as it may be for you, I am not convinced. I'm still not wholly convinced that this is malice. I'm still willing to be like, look, I think this is delusion. But if I'm wrong, and if I'm naive, and if I am now complicit in poor innocent Tekken newbies or Tekken babies, whatever you use, getting scammed, then I will feel bad about it. I will. I don't want to be complicit in this. I just genuinely in my heart of hearts don't think that's the case. And for me, when that happens, and I see people, multiple people with increasingly large viewer bases jumping on a single individual in our scene, it makes me kind of sick. I mean, you've seen my videos. I never make personal videos unless I'm like defending someone. So, for example, hear me out. Like when what was his name? Spaghetti Rip was in the height of his controversy. I felt almost compelled to make a video being like, we can't treat Spaghetti Rip like this. Like this is like.
And you know, I was on your side,
right? No, but my point is, this is my nature. No, but my point is, I am defensive in my nature. I don't like it when members of our community attack our other members of the community unless it is a slam dunk. And what you and Mike are saying is that this is a slam dunk. There's never been a slammier dunk. And I'm just not open. I'm just not convinced. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am that dumb juror who lets fucking, OJ walk free. Maybe that's what's happening here. I've been wrong about things in the past. Maybe this is one of them. But for me, in order to treat someone like shit, I gotta be damn sure. And in order to let my friends get away with treating people like shit, I gotta be damn sure that they're right. And I'm just not, which is why I'm calling you out, because you're my friend. If you are my friend, I'll be like, whatever. You're one of many assholes. But you're not an asshole. Which is why the way you were behaving just caught me off guard. I'm like, why are you acting like this? Like this doesn't seem like you. Like our relationship first started because you were doing what I'm doing now, ironically, but for someone more deserving. I remember my first knowledge of you was some no-name was talking shit about MrsPlayStuff. And you were in the comment section being like, who the fuck are you to badmouth a member of our community? I even said it to you. I called you a cop. Remember? I said, like, the reason I'm a fan of you is because you're a cop. You're looking out for people. Defending people is what I do, right? And again, I'm not trying to defend bad people. I only want to defend good people, but I always assume the best of people.
I mean, look, I never wanted to do this shit. I was just here making like, I wanted to have my beef with Nova back then, and then I wanted to fuck off. But then people asked for literally like guide videos, and I produced basically coaching videos for them, like for free. They just asked, like, it was a great honor for me that players would say, hey, like someone who knows at least, well, like Coach Kazama says, the fundamentals, would you help me? And then I helped people, and then people liked it, and then one thing lead to the next, and then whatever. But to me, these people that did this shit with MrsPlayStuff, right? Where I was like, am I crazy? Like, I'm actually, what am I seeing here? This is actually crazy.
You went at them. And I was a fan. I was like, yeah, they deserve the wrath of the dragon.
But this guy,
so I was with you.
But this guy is on the same level. This guy
exactly.
is.
This is the thing. Yeah, in your mind, he's on the same level. I'm just not there yet. This is the first time I've seen you unleash the dragon on someone that I've been like, I don't know that this is legit. And that's what I want to interrogate here. Because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this is the first time I've seen you really, like, Jason Montoya, unleash the dragon. He deserves it. Fucking, random no-name talking. In fact, I remember one of my favorite memories of you so far. You were watching a Tekken 8 tournament, and someone called, I think it was Tibetano, an idiot for like doing the wrong combo. And you were like, who the fuck are you in your bedroom to call Tibetano, like, one of the shining stars in our scene, an idiot? Like, as if you could do it. Like, again, so I'm okay with, like, it's not a case of like, we all need to be friends, we all need to be friendly. But I'm like, typically, I need to see an attack before the exterminatus seems justified. And I just feel like this wasn't it. But again, it's clear that I'm in the minority here. But it's just it's genuinely my position.
I mean, yeah. But would you? But that's it. Because I don't.
That's the end. Yeah.
But let me ask you, chat, because I don't like. It's you who has the authority on this. There are people who wanted to join this, and they probably want to talk to you, not to me. So, do you want that? I will then shut my mouth and.
I mean, it depends. If they're just gonna come in and just like be like, whatever, you're a fucking idiot.
I hope they don't do that, but I hope they don't do that. If they want to have a chat, then sure. Let's say.
I mean, no, they can do it. I'll just turn off the call, like, because like I said, it's been a long day. I ain't got time for it.
Because let's say
But if they want to talk, go ahead.
Because you said you didn't see it yet, and maybe I can give it to someone else. Maybe, I mean, Blackheart said he wants to moderate, so if Blackheart, if you want to moderate, because now me and Chat, the one-on-one is basically over, and yeah, okay, I will All right, then I do this call shit again, right? Where I
Oh yeah, you have to leave the call, make a group call. Yeah.
well,
I think we have a shared one. We have a shared one already, no? What we were talking to.
we have, but I think I can just add Blackheart to this one.
Cool. Ugh. I'm here.
Okay. So like Blackheart will act as the model. I mean, if his mic fucks up again like crazy, I'm gonna lose my shit.
His mic is gonna fuck up. It always fucks up.
You know what would be funny? If I have now Sesujin in the back room just coming in.
Oh, that Sesujin situation is so fucked up too. I fucking hate our community, man. Every time my phone goes off, it's always just someone in our community either pissing off or being pissed off by someone else in our community. I'm leaving, bro. It just makes me so. And to be fair, I'm actually going to be on your side of the argument. Like that might have actually prejudiced me in this situation because I'm like, it's always just people. It's always just drama. It's the most high.
I don't want look. I
under my skin.
I don't want drama. Believe me. If I wanted to, I could.
If I thought you were like that.
I mean, actually what I want is more videos like where with Duelist, where I can watch a good Duelist video and maybe recommend a Duelist video, and you know. I don't know, more videos of the last one where I did like, did you know this about Tekken 8? Because a lot of people didn't know this shit about Heat and Heat Dash. Like, literally, GOD1 players didn't.
Yeah, it's good shit. It's good. I don't even give a fuck about season 2, but I watched that video. I missed that shit. I missed that FinT too. I missed that content too. But that's not what I see.
I miss it too, but it's season 2.
It's always fucking this content creator accuses this content creator of being a liar. This content creator accuses this person being a scumbag. And in this case, maybe you're right. And maybe I'm just so prejudiced against it that I've like rubber banded and gone the other way. But I'm so fucking tired of it, bro. This community's trash. And I'm tired of us treating each other like trash. Maybe this is the one who deserves it though. So maybe I've been unfair to you. Maybe. I'm still not convinced, but maybe, right? But like, I'm done. Bro. This community is so cooked. It's so cooked, bro. I'm gonna play Fortnite. Fuck this shit.
How do I make this fucking group without recalling all the time? Oh shit. Yo, I now called you.
Yeah.
Wait.
How's the audio? How is the audio?
It's good, but one moment.
Okay. Yo, guys, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yo, guys, my friends, please don't argue.
Go to your room, Blackheart.
Wait, one moment.
Let me... your conversation. Go to bed.
We are here in peace. We love.
Go to bed.
Other, right?
It's your bedtime, Blackheart. Go to bed.
No.
I want a divorce.
Guys, I need to check this once because I need to, and this is gonna. I need to add. Okay, you know what? Okay, Tiny and Tom. And then you Blackheart, you moderate this, right? Because I don't
moderate.
Because
okay,
five people is too much. Because I had my one-on-one. we talked about everything I wanted to talk about, so I give it to you now. I basically, unless you need me or whatever, I try to be
okay. Yeah, but one thing only I want to understand. So what's the conclusion? Because I didn't see all the discussion. What's the conclusion to your debate?
Longest, I think the conclusion, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, Finn. The conclusion seems to be that Finn believes that Finn doesn't want to be an asshole to people for no reason, but Finn does believe that there are. And we both believe that there are actions you can do that make you just worthy of just being gone through trash, right? If you behave like trash, you deserve to be treated like trash, right?
Okay.
And we agree on this.
Yeah.
And his view is that Coach K is a scam artist. And and he's actively trying
to. What do you think?
He's trying to suck the value out of like ignorant players, and because he's acting like trash, he deserves to be treated like trash. That's his view.
Okay, what do you think instead?
My view.
Your point of view.
My view is that Coach K is delusional. He has delusions of grandeur, right? He's a mid-level player who genuinely thinks that, oh, I have a service and it's worth X amount, so he's charging X amount, right?
So the difference, sorry if I interrupt. The difference is you think basically is that Finn thinks he's doing this maliciously, while you think this is because of probably ignorance.
Yeah.
But why do you think like this ignorance? What like when I'm asking you this, I don't know if you already talked about this. In that case, I'm sorry.
No,
what do you think this ignorance is caused by? Like because this
I
player
think-
is a veteran, you know, because his player
Sure.
plays from Tekken 6, so it's not what is.
Well, that's
this
what he
ignorance
says.
related to?
I believe he's played it the same way that we've been playing since Tekken 3, but you know, you know what I mean. But yeah, go on.
Okay.
But yeah, but the reason why what it's caused by is I think what I think about when I first started my YouTube channel. I think I was yellow rank in Tekken, right? And I was doing tutorial guides. And in fact, when I think about my favorite content creators of all time, my favorite content creator, Tekken content creator of all time was a guy called CutCC. I don't know if you remember him.
No.
Yes.
So CutCC was like a mid-level player. In fact, by the end of Tekken 7, I outranked him, right? But I learned more from him than many pros. He taught me frame data. He taught me like how to stay cool in ranked. He taught me a lot of stuff, right? And so, and so, for me, I think he's like he's a mid-level player who thinks that he has like premiums educational resources to sell, right? And he genuinely thinks that. And I disagree, but I can also understand how one can come to that agreement because I've had times where I thought that, right?
I think it's I think something about this if I can say something.
Yeah, wait, Blackheart, let me give you.
Sorry.
can-
Sorry.
Because we have two people here. I need to quickly check their. So Tiny, how's your mic?
I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm still at work, so if
I can
my
hear
mic
you.
is
What's up, Larry?
crappy, I can rejoin when I get home.
No worries.
Let me,
I can
Thompson,
hear
let
you
me
okay,
give you a
it's on
mic
the
check.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, you are good.
Oh, what's up, Blackheart? What's up, everybody?
Okay,
Hello,
Blackheart, you are now
hello,
the
hello.
Blackheart, you are now the effective moderator.
Okay,
You should be
I'll-
sub to
I-
me, bro, but I don't even have Twitch, so doesn't matter. You are now the
It's-
moderator with chat together. You two.
Okay, guys, it's the first time doing having a role like this because usually I'm not the moderated guy, but today I swear I'll do my best to have a civil and honest discussion.
Blackheart as the voice of reason is the end of the world. bro.
I'm trusting Blackheart on this one. Truly, I
Okay.
am.
I'll tell you what I think, okay? I've seen some of the worst, but really trust me, guys, some of the worst, in my opinion, takes ever from pro players. Sometimes, like
me too.
it's not always the truth that if you are a good player, you can teach this game. It's absolutely not true. Like
Not
if
true in
it's true
anything.
for like if it's true for every subject. For example, I had a terrible teacher, geometry teacher at university that is a genius in all the other fields. Like he has 3,000 PhDs and so on, but he just cannot teach stuff. So maybe
Teaching is a skill. Yeah, it's its own skill.
Yeah, teaching is a different kind of skill. That maybe like you are theoretically worse in something, but you can teach it better than others. Okay, in my opinion. Having said so, of course, you need to know what you're teaching. Of course, a little bit. Of course, it's all like you. Everybody can now say, okay, I reached this rank. Now I can teach the game. Because honestly, I saw some really weird shit on Meta 5. I can tell my opinion. I saw people that, not with all due respect to Fujin players, saw people at Fujin selling courses for like $100 to reach Fujin.
Yeah.
But guys, I got you know me already probably, but I got every card to Judy and I sell. I know maybe some people can say it's even too much. I don't know, but
Why the fuck am I still broke?
I'm selling coaching for 30 per lesson. These guys sell, you know, like they got Fujin and they sell for much a higher price than me. So is this ignorance or is this malicious intent? Of course, the answer is on you because of course we don't know in his heart why he's doing this. We don't know. So of course these are all assumptions. In my opinion,
hold on, can I just pause you there? I don't want to stop you. I just want to pause you there.
I
agree. You can't know, which is why I always assume the best because it seems safer. Because you can't know. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I'm like this is why I'm like innocent until proven guilty, even if I look stupid to some people. But
yes, no, but I think that that's absolutely true. But in the moment in which you step up into a conversation, in you firsthand, you should be ready to everything that happens after that conversation, especially if you try to try to pretend like you know something, and then in the end you only make a very very shit figure as a person, as a thinker. That's what I think, because I think that people should try to learn really, and now this is very something I really think should try to learn to step up in a conversation when you're sure about the things you're saying, because you don't go to debate someone about something you think you're knowing, but in reality you don't know shit. Like I'm not going to debate an astrophysics about astrophysics, and of course it's not the same level, but I don't want to debate with someone that I know he knows more than me in some subjects, because in that case, you know, it's the so-called and famous I don't know if some of you guys know, Dunning-Kruger effect. That means that the less you know about something, the more confident you are about that thing. The more you know about something, the less you are confident about that subject. So that's what I feel is happening in this case.
Yeah, that's why I meant my delusion. That's what I thought. That's my
and then again, we can say that this is done maliciously or not. Of course, again, I'm not the guy that to judge this kind of thing, because I don't know the guy. I don't know guy, but I can say for sure, and that's that's pretty understandable, and again that's pretty agreeable, that he just was ridiculous in this discussion. He just didn't say anything correct at all, because I saw his talking points. I don't think he was right on anything he said about Tekken. Anything. So at this point, again, everybody can agree that he's coaching. I don't know, because if in his coaching sessions he teaches this kind of stuff, I'm sorry for his students. Again, I'm not saying that he's doing this maliciously, but it's a problem. It's a problem. So I think Finn did still the right thing in calling him out. But of course, then we can agree. We can try to discuss on the way he did it. Maybe some people think it's too much. Some people think it's too harsh. Maybe that's what you think, right?
I have no problem with him being like, hey, this guy's charging X amount and he's not worth it. That's not the problem. I'm not being like, no, you should be celebrating that. I was just like, I don't think calling him a rat or like scum is I think that's too far. That's a lot of it is just conduct, if I'm being honest. A lot of it, that's why I can say
you disagree. Most of all you disagree with the way it was done.
My emotions are more, it's less of the intellectual thing. It's like I just don't like it when people are just in my community are just like horrible to people in my community. That's just how it is. I might be a bitch, but it is what it is. So that's why I got heated.
I can understand this, and I can understand that maybe you got upset about this. I personally think that also maybe it could have gone a little bit easier. The problem is, again, that probably Finn doesn't like ignorance. When ignorance is so much shown by people that think they know everything and in reality they don't know shit, and especially when they charge you for this kind of behavior, they charge you for knowledge like this, that it's completely wrong. So of course, either not intentional or not, in my opinion, it's a false advertisement what you're doing with your coaching. Because if you're teaching the game simply wrong stuff, you're doing not a service to the community. You're doing a disservice to your community. So it's the right thing that people call you out. Then of course we can discuss the methods. Okay, but on the concept itself, I think Finn is right. Like honestly, it's not as malicious as other things. Like for example, it's not like he's cheating or something. But if someone is doing this kind of behavior, this kind of ignorance, we have to call him out, in my opinion. Okay, especially if the person involved doesn't want to have a debate about it. Like as Finn has said already, he deletes comments that are against him and so on. That's what makes me think that it's more malicious than anything else. Because if you are actually a knowledgeable person and a lot of people prove that you're wrong, you own up to it, especially on the internet. Okay. Because, for example, saying that Jin's or other cards have 11 frame magic force is simply wrong. It's simply not the truth. Because Jin's one is 13 frames, June's one is 12 frames. Like, so of course, that's when I say, okay, you made a mistake. At least own up to it. That's.
Can I interrupt you for a second, real quick?
Yeah.
I think that this situation has come about for one reason. Finn's biggest strength and arguably his biggest weakness is that Finn is very principled. He's principled to a fault. So he takes a lot of indignation for when people are being both ignorant and also malicious. When it comes to Coach Kazama in particular, I think he started out as just being ignorant, and then
he absolutely, because
he is an opportunist.
He's edge.
Like we can say that he started off. Maybe we can give the benefit of the doubt. in the beginning of discussion because, of course, he messed up. And everybody messes up. Like we are not, nobody can judge and say, okay, you're wrong, so we will bash it to the end. But in the moment in which someone calls you out and you start doing and behaving the way he did, not even acknowledging why the people are calling you out and why you're simply wrong, that's when I cannot defend you anymore, because that's when that's when you start being on the wrong. Because maybe again, in the beginning we can say, okay, maybe we exaggerated and so on, but when you continuously, after even we called you out, say no, but I'm actually right and these guys are wrong and bullies and so on, that's when I say I don't know anymore. That's what I think personally.
I hear you.
Yeah.
The other guys, sorry, we've got you in the call and then didn't let you speak. What's up, guys?
Hello.
What's up?
Oh, can I say something real
Sorry, I'm
quick?
still getting
Of course, yeah, go.
I'm
Sorry to
gonna
keep you
tell you
waiting.
why. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Like these, with all the community's trash, all those it is nothing but drama and shit. I'm gonna tell you why, but it's not for the reasons that y'all think it is. The reason why the community feels so fucking trash and horse shit nowadays, where it's just drama this, drama there, because these conversations that are happening now should have happened 10 to 15 goddamn years ago. Like people like me, people like Blackheart, people like fucking Nova. Like, and I'm not saying I'm on y'all's level at all. Fuck that. But what I'm saying is, like, these problems that were occurring later on in these generations of like Tekkens and Street Fighters, now you got throw loops, now you got heat and all that shit. We tried explaining this shit. Like, if y'all keep dumbing this shit down, it's gonna be to the point where it's just unplayable. Everybody's gonna look the same. Everybody's gonna sound the same.
Do you know what
and busted and bullshit, and nobody's going to admit it. Nobody's going to admit that they're wrong.
Can I say something about? Okay, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was speaking about this. Sorry for interrupting. It's what is happening, in my opinion, with Tekken 8, because the skill level now is so bad. It's so underdeveloped right now that a lot of people think they know the game now because maybe they feel stronger because of the way the game works. And they think they think they know better than pro players. Like I've seen blue ranks. Like for example, do you remember when Nee called out Xiaoyu and there were blue rank Xiaoyu players in the chat saying in his Twitter post thread saying, yeah, but you should learn the matchup. Turn fucking Nee. You as a blue rank, you tell Nee, really. At some point there is a little bit of principle of authority, I'm sorry to say, but really when you're talking about Nee, you should shut your mouth sometimes because if you tell Nee you should learn the matchup, you're just an idiot. I'm sorry. Like a player that is basically playing this game for 20 years of experience in tournaments at Korean level and so on, you cannot say learn the matchup. Like you're just dumb. And again, Tekken 8 is reinforcing this kind of behavior, this kind of reasoning, because everybody feels so entitled.
I hear you, but can I add that, because I think this is a really good point, because Nee has been wrong about things. You've been wrong. I've been wrong about things, right? And so, if for example, like a great example would be this, right? I think Xiaoyu is actually the perfect example. I saw when season 2 first started, I saw like beginner kind of low level Xiaoyu players saying that she seems kind of weak in this season. And I remember a lot of people, including you and me, being like, what are you talking about? They gave this bitch a hell sweep from backturn. You guys are crazy. So a part of me was like, you're crazy. Xiaoyu's fucking, like, she got a slap on the wrist. Nothing, she's crazy. Only after playing the game for a bit longer, seeing what everyone else has got, other people, including you and me, turned around and went, actually, I think she low-key got left behind. She still got super unhealthy dumb shit, but she kind of got left behind. The point I'm trying to make is that even if that speaker initially was low rank, and the person who made the comment was disagreed is high rank, like there are times when like the blue rank is right. Like there, again, not often,
no, absolutely,
not always, but like, that happens
no,
sometimes, right?
No, absolutely. But it's the I don't maybe
it's you explained it perfectly. It's about the tone. It's the tone. It's the tone. Because if you come to me, if you come to me, but again, this is why I'm so much about like the way we talk about things. It's just as important as what we say.
Can you go
because you can't go to me and be like, you fucking retard, you don't know nothing. You're crazy. I'm like, you can't go to me like that.
Learn the match.
Yeah, that's so obnoxious. But if you go to me like, hey, me, like I get what you're thinking, but is it not possible? Like, I respectfully disagree with you, that's fine. But this is my point. So much of my anger is about how we talk about stuff. If I think you're wrong about Tekken, then just say I think you're wrong about this issue. But if I go, you fucking retard, how dare you? I'm like, hey, there's no need for that. There's no need.
Yeah,
for
no,
it.
no, but
And this
I
is the
know,
thing
I
as well.
get
This
you,
has
I
not
get
been a thing. This is not a new thing where suddenly fighting is getting done down to people speaking without authority. This has been a thing since day dot.
Yeah, of course, of
And
course, of course.
now
But that's
it's
why
just
I'm
that,
not.
you know,
But I'm
we-
not
we-
calling.
we-
Oh, sorry.
exactly.
Continue. Go on. Go.
You
Continue.
can
I
now
don't want
people are just able to now people are able to just say whatever they want on the internet. Now it's just more
Yeah.
visible.
No, I get that. I get
And
that. But my point is, I don't
Tekken
expect to hold the whole internet accountable, but I do hold my friends accountable, and I expect them to hold me accountable. So my beef was like, Finn, I expect more from you. From random blue name in the Twitch chat, yeah, I expect retardation from retards. I expect hostility from hostile people. I expect assholeness from asshole people. But when my friends, when people I look up to, and I use the word up, people I admire behave in this way, I'm like, what the fuck is this? If you're doing this, the community's fucked. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't be doing this. You're meant to be better than this. That was my position.
That's
no,
fair,
I
Chad?
get that, chat. Sorry. Bye. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, but you also got. I get that you want to hold your people in your circle to a certain level of standard, and it hurts when they don't meet that standard. But you also have to learn to meet people on their level and let them be them.
Sure.
Think.
No, of course. But the thing is, but this is my point. This was a discussion because, like I said, when I talked to Finn, I talked to him personally behind the scenes. It's like, hey, I'm probably about to make a video. I want to be respectful. And I also said there's a chance that I'm wrong, so let's talk it out. But my point is, you're right, you do have to let people be themselves, but you don't just you challenge them. That's what this was. I'm like, I'm challenging you here. I think you've been out of line. That's what this was. And if I'm out of line, I would expect someone to be like, hey, Chad, I love you to bits. I think you're being crazy. And that's what Finn did. Finn was basically doing the same thing to me. He's like, Finn, Chad, like you're turning a blind eye. People look up to you. You're turning a blind eye towards clearly a scam. Like you're actually low key facilitating. Did you know what I mean? We were challenging each other, and that's what you do if you think your boys are letting the side down. You get what I mean? That's what you do.
If I got your point correct, I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. You're the first one that says that he got a scummy behavior in this situation, but you don't agree only with the tone Finn used against him, basically. Like, probably you agree with us with the way he behaved and so on, but you don't agree with the way he behaved in the way he expressed his opinions on him. That's if I got that right?
It's yeah, kind of. It's a little bit more nuanced than that. It's just a case of like, I'm not one of these people that everyone has to be nice to everyone all the time. I just believe that there is a line you have to cross before you're allowed to just treat a person like a complete crap, right? And I'm like, and I think for a lot of people, that line is too low. It's like, oh, you were wrong about this thing, I can treat you like shit. Finn's not like that, right? But for me, in this specific instance, I feel like this line was too low. And he's like, no, this line is legitimate. And then tell you all the reasons why it was legitimate. That's basically what happened here.
No, I understand, but from what I got from Finn's channel personally, is that he's always been a little bit like this. Like, he has a kind of a tone, like a vengeful, like not vengeful, like Tekken's Batman, in the sense that
but he's typically hostile.
Typically, if he started talking, he's blunt.
But it's true. No, but he's hostile to hostile people, and I fuck with that. That's why I subscribe. He's hostile to hostile people, but I don't. Again, so the real issue is, okay, well, was Coach Kazama?
Yeah, he's a bad. Yeah, let's say a bad
He's
cop.
willing to work with you. Like, I guarantee you, anybody here that's spoken to Finn now probably like started off out as with him. being serious.
Well, but I didn't butt heads with him. I was a fan from day one because I watch my mouth.
Yeah,
like, and the thing is, he calls
Like,
it.
Honestly,
Clearly, not necessarily in a good way.
Chad, I gotta be honest though. I was not surprised by his behavior in this situation, because he always behaved like this. Like, why are you surprised? Like, I think he's done dozens of videos like this, exposing people, but like this, in this harsh way. Like,
no,
I'm used to this by now.
But you know why it's
Like,
different? Because the reason it's different is because typically when he unleashes the dragon, which we're going to call it, you can pinpoint the hostile thing that his target said. Like, you can be like, hey, this guy threw out insults for no reason, so he deserves all of this.
And this is why the situation is different.
Well,
keep going.
In theory, not, because what Finn was saying and it explained to me was like, actually, no. By my reading as Finn, he actually threw the first punch. He did it. So it's like, actually, I think that the barrier was met. And I was like, that's the disagreement. That's why when he said that, I'm like, okay, we need to stop discussing, because that's the thing we disagree on. And there's no, you know what I mean? Like, that's the way that's where the fork in the road.
Yeah,
split.
Probably for Finn in this situation, being hostile was the moment in which he challenged Nova with false things on the game. Basically, in my opinion,
and implied that Nova didn't have knowledge. But again, I noticed that this smoke didn't happen.
Yeah,
when,
this is kind of hostile because you're actually
yeah.
You know,
I can understand.
yeah.
I can understand why Nova would be upset because you're implying that I don't have skills that I spent ages curating, which is why I had no problem with Nova coming out as hot as he did. I mean, I still think that was a little bit, but like, he's defending
you wonder
But
why did Finn?
Right.
It's not like
right.
complete,
But
like
then also, where was the smoke when Fighting GM did the same thing? Right, because don't forget.
That's what I was saying.
Because Nova made a video. What's his name? Fighting GM made a video calling Nova a scrub. Like more explicitly calling him a bum. More explicitly.
That's a point though. That's a point.
Where was the smoke then?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
Sorry, my mic was muted in the OBS shit. I just talked now for the first. I was shutting the fuck up, but well, with Nova and GM, like I am a GM Meatrider. All right, I don't need to. Like I look up to. Like I get so much shit. Wait.
I'm so disappointed.
No, wait.
Right now, but okay.
Blackheart, we had this discussion when the first thing. I said he shouldn't have said that, but in my opinion, okay, wait. How do I say this? Everyone in my chat who is in my streams when I play, right? You know how often I get also shit from my own chat because I am like a main man, a fanboy, and like someone once called me.
Yeah, but
when it happened with Nova, someone called me, which I made a title, a TMM-Femboy squad member. So it's because I don't want this infighting, all right? I don't want this infighting. But this Coach Kazama guy, he is not in group, and I never want him to be because wait. Let me make this Let me make this really Let me make this.
Make your point, and then can I ask you a question?
Let me make this really clear. When someone does what he did, okay. How do I say this? Let's say like this. I asked around, okay. I asked around. Because if you had the highest ranks in Tekken 6 and Tekken 2, right? People like North American players will know this who played back then. These ranks were so hard to achieve that if there was a player who had a true Tekken god, Asuka, in Tekken 2, let me say it like this. People, I'm not saying I asked him, but Rip would know this guy, all right? Yeah, sure. So I asked around. No one knows this guy, okay? No one. So this guy is a liar. He is a cosplayer. He cosplays as a high-level Tekken player. He basically cosplays in my community, right? I don't want this. I don't even treat like for me. It's not even. I don't know. I don't even see him like a real fighting game player. Almost.
It's the principle of the matter.
No, because again, if it was the principle of the matter, I feel like I would have seen at least some smoke for our boy GM.
Nope.
Well.
Nope.
Because you'd be consistent, regardless of your rank, regardless of if you've been playing the game from day one.
But look, Look, Nova didn't ask me to defend him. The only time Nova asked me anything was when he made a video. Actually, it was that video, funny enough. The original video where people said it's about Steve, right? He sent me that video. He pointed at the comment section, and he said, "You go, King. I execute these motherfuckers, yeah," and I did. It's a beautiful video. It's called Eris, Please Help Us, Tekken 8 Target Audience. It's a beautiful video, but GM isn't in my conversation here because I don't know. Like Nova, Nova never asked me for. Oh, we need to tag team this motherfucker or anything. Nova. I want to make this really clear. Nova. Wait. One thing. Nova. I told Nova about what I have on this guy and what my problem is, and he even said, I don't want to attack people like this. Nova said this, okay? So, and I told him I will make this really clear that it's not like you're doing or like we are not like in cahoots, right? We are not in cahoots on this. I have a problem with him because of this coaching stuff. To me, if you can show me GM, even GM, if GM asked, bro, give me $500, I get you to Tekken King, I would call GM's ass out for this shit.
Okay.
But he doesn't, right? And Nova didn't. Nova can fight his battles on his own. I didn't come to fight Nova's battle. Nova executed this guy on his own. But I come about this coaching shit because that shit and his gameplay that doesn't take place in Nova's video because Nova is like. For my argument, I don't need to attack his gameplay. Yes, he made a comment here and there about Asuka players, lol, but it's not directly attacking someone's gameplay, right?
No, Finn,
so just to make this really clear, I'm sorry, I don't want to ramble so long because I said
I understand your point. You made your point really well. And like I said, I underestimated like for you. It seems like for you, it's just the coaching. It's literally don't talk to me about the insult, the quote unquote insult or non-insult to Nova. Blah, blah. It's the coaching. That's the difference. I'm like, okay, cool. That's where we're at. Because again, it all comes down to it's just
because
he's a scam artist. That's why.
And wait, I need to make this. I need to stress this for people who don't know the lore on this. Nova and me started out as enemies. Because in my opinion,
and I was defending Nova to you.
I know.
I was tell him that I'm always defending motherfuckers.
It's true.
Nothing but smoke. You had nothing
right,
but smoke for Nova, and I told you Nova's a good dude, and you're being unreasonable.
Well,
I remember. You've been here before, bro. You've been here before.
I want to make this really.
You called me out, Chad the Third. You also called me out, you piece of shit. Even though I was right on Shayu, you piece of shit.
Wait, guys, wait. Order.
Sorry, I'm the moderator. Sorry, let's calm down.
Order. So we had but Nova and me, we had one disagreement about one specific property, about one specific move. That was it. Yeah, that is it. Yeah. And do you know how nuclear I went? Like can you imagine? Like we had one disagreement about one particular property of a move. That's it. And that spawned me. Do you know that Nova made me? Without him, without Nova, I wouldn't even be here because that tilted me so hard that I was like, I need to now sit in front of a screen, watch Tekken, and speak into my mic.
But at the time, I remember telling you, hey, you have a disagreement about Tekken, and you're allowing it to convince you that he's a bad dude. He's a good dude. And I spent age trying to convince you that he's a good dude. You're allowing he's a good dude.
Yes. But I talked with Nova about this. Like we literally, I can't even say this publicly. Like it doesn't matter. But like
you suck each other off. I know. We know.
You know, when I first wrote him, I sent him like a Dakimakura with gin on it, like a body pillow with gin on it, and I told him like I have one like this, but with your face on it. But then look, just to make it really short. Sorry, Chat is right. I did that, but Nova acknowledged that he said some things that clearly on both of our sides led to a misunderstanding. Like we both acknowledged this. Yes. And I want to be really clear. Nova told me, he said in his video to me at that time, even though he didn't know who I was because I made one video before, it doesn't matter. But he said, your weaponized autism must be commended. You have it's not over. He said you have a gift, and I wish you would use it for good. And this is what he means. Now I do it.
So true.
This is what
I told you guys.
I feel so fucking vindicated right now.
So Finn is Tekken's Batman. I told you guys.
Yeah, but autistic.
He is back as Batman. I'm trying to be Superman. I'm like, Bruce, listen. Every once in a while, you're gonna get the wrong guy. Like, I don't even think you're Batman. I think you're Punisher. And the thing is, you can't take back bullets. This is the thing.
I'm Harley Quinn.
I'm like, bro, you can't take back bullets. And I'm worried, right, that you are just a little too quick to shoot. You're like, nope, I have all the evidence I need. I'm like, brother.
Can I say something?
Of course, you've been quiet. Go ahead, brother.
All right. It's crazy how I'm the most tame one in this call right now out of all people. But let's be real.
It's true, actually.
Can we just be honest here? This is the point of time where everything is just so bad. We just need to say, fuck them feelings. Fuck feelings right now. Because that no, fuck no, let me say it. Let me say it. Let
him land.
I mean, he has Kazuya profile picture. Everything checks out. Everything checks out.
Let him land.
I am the Omega in here.
Let him land. Let him land.
But, come on, bro. Like these conversations, like I said earlier, they should have happened years ago. Sure. And And like, let's say even we didn't all agree, get like singing Kumbaya and all that shit. At least the shit would have been put out instead of everything bottling up until it's too late, and then everything spontaneously fucking combust. Now nobody can't take shit. Now everybody's taking shit way too serious. I mean, you saw yesterday with like Blackheart with that Sinju, whatever the fuck his name is.
Sesujin.
With that nonsense when he blew up. Would it honestly, if the roles were reversed and like all this, like, oh, let's not judge like Blackheart as a bad guy or some shit like that. Will all of that shit really be the same? Would really be judged the same if the roles were reversed?
I'd bring the same energy,
right now,
and I have the same energy, and I have proof. Finn, remember when again the buff guy had his blow up, right? And I was in multiple people's being like, okay, I know he had his blow up and it's really funny, but like, let's not shame him. We've all lost to a gimmicky Yoshi, and we've all lost our shit. Let's be cool. Again, there's a part of me that just doesn't want to see people. Here's the thing.
But what can I do? Look, do you see this? This one thing. Do you see this on the screen? So someone said he has taken the mantle of Frame Whisper. Do you know what the last thing is that Frame Whisper wrote to me? We had a certain conversation, and then he said, "Good, go forth and destroy." So I am just fulfilling the prophecy.
But I don't think you're there yet. I don't think you're there yet, because I would argue that Frame Whisper's aim was 100% consistent, and because a lot of the time he would be complaining about. I mean, most of his complaints were about Tekken. Very seldom. Only towards the end when he talked about specifically Spaghetti Rip. Like, very rarely was he going about people. Very, 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 very rare. And again, so even he, and I was a long time. And again, this is like my rule. I just like. So I don't know. I
didn't mean this by this.
But you're 90s Punisher.
I mean, I don't.
Silver Age Punisher.
Okay, you may be right, but I don't mean like personal stuff. I just mean like Frame Whisperer had like Frame Whisperer has like principles and he abides by them, right? And I need to do the same, right? I need to. If I see this shit and I think this cunt shouldn't be in my community, I need to make. If I think guys, and let's not act like I do a video about every single fucking shit. I don't. And I mainly, all people, I hate this shit because sometimes people say this about me, like, oh, you just live to call people idiots and shit. Mate, I made so many hours worth of like guide Tekken shit, right? Like I hate this label that people give me this. Yeah, but no. It was this year. It was this year. Just that's not true. The last wait. The last video before this video is literally an explanation of how the heat shit works. That literally God 1 players didn't know about. But my point is just if I see people where I'm like, no, I did this with, so I went to bed. I think this is what you say. I went to the fucking bed for waifu players to make a video about this because it is disgusting what some people in our player base, in our community, write to them, where I had players tell me I want to fight, like new players who came into Tekken 8 telling me I want to add people, I have no one to play, no one in my real life plays fighting games, right? And they send me shit where just because they play fucking Lily and Matterhorn a cunt, that said cunt adds them and sends them gore and shit. Like they can't even. So I made a video about
it's crazy
this.
Out here,
I mean, no one cares because no one watches every single video of mine. But I made a video about this with examples, with multiple examples, where someone who is actually a casual from the outside community made a video and said, "Why do I feel so unwelcomed in the Tekken community?" And I want to shoot these people. Like I'm not the villain here, guys. I might I don't know. I don't know.
Listen. We wouldn't be friends.
This guy's egregious.
We wouldn't be friends if I thought you were a villain, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Genuinely, and I hope no one comes away from this. Oh, they have beef. There isn't beef. This is just
we don't have. Yeah, we don't have.
This is Batman, Superman, and we agree on 90% of cases. Okay, but there's one where we are having an argument in that orbital tower where I'm like, bro, we can't kill Lex Luthor, and you're like, maybe we kill Lex Luthor. I'm like, bro, we can't. He's the president. We can't. You're like, bro, just kill. I'm like, listen, the ramifications, the road you are going down. No, listen, he deserves it. I'm like, listen. And we're having the thing. We want the same things. Our principles are actually the same, bar one, right? Like, and the thing, this is why I said we can stop arguing now about an hour ago. Because once I realized, it was like, look, it's the dignity line. I said this last night, in fact. There is a point where you're like, once you cross this line, I'm allowed to say whatever wild shit I want to you, and I am justified by God. I have been deputized by Frame Whisperer, and it's my right to say whatever the fuck you want. And I'm like, brother, that line is higher than I think you think it is. That's the disagreement between us. We both want to solve crime. We both want our respective cities to be crime-free. But you're like, sometimes these criminals have to fear me. And I'm like, bro, fear is not the path. And you're like, I mean, it is. That's the thing. It's the subtlest of differences.
But I don't think. I don't think there is a conjunction point in this. I don't think like.
Yeah, there isn't. It's a fundamental difference. They're never going to agree. TheMaskedMan never going to agree on this. You're never going to agree. It is what it is.
You're never going to agree. Yeah, that's what I think.
That's why I said we can stop arguing now, because this is it. This isn't a fact anymore. It's like, look, it's a philosophical division, and you can both be, the world's finest, right? But this is just we're just gonna be different on this.
Yeah. If you want my, sorry. Okay, sorry.
All right. Go on. Okay, let me say this. The reason why these communities getting far more toxic is in like a lot of these like degenerate ass players are like being more vocal, even though they're still kind of like a minority, but they're just louder. And I'll tell you why they're louder, because a lot of these game developers, they know how fucking retarded these people are. But here's the thing. These retards got money. They got pockets that go deep. So you know what? They're going to appease their pockets by also indirectly appeasing to their feelings. Sure. They know they're dog shit. So guess what? They're going to dumb the game down, and they're going to get their sense of ego up. That's the reason why you see a lot of these like toxicity and shit like that. The reason why the Tekken community is far more unwelcoming due to this past, because now anybody can do this retarded shit. Anybody can carry you into the corner and do like a 90% combo damage. And now, because now, okay, y'all want to be delusional? Okay, let's make some money off of you. Let's be, let's all be Coach. Let's all be Coach Kazama. Why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
Let's just be stupid. Let's just allow y'all to be stupid.
I hear you.
At least gonna make a dime off of you.
But I get it. I have a better understanding of your position. I still don't agree, but I get it, right? And I'm a lot less angry because I see where it's coming from. It is coming from a desired place of justice, right? It's not just poking down. It's not just being mean. We just have a different idea of where justice lies, and even that's not true. We agree mostly. It's just on this issue. Don't kill Lex Luthor.
The problem is that it's actually happening, because honestly, if you look on Metafy, I looked at myself because I was actually curious. There are a lot of people that are actually thinking like Tom says. There are a lot of people that think they are so good at the game that they can already teach you the game after 6 months. I've seen some of them myself. And that's a problem that needs to be addressed somehow.
But who gets to? But again, this is where it wasn't the main point, but it was the point that I was saying at the beginning. Okay, so who then gets to cheat? Because there are plenty of people who I know are better than me at this game, but I know I'm a better teacher of this game than they are. Because like explaining things is actually something that comes really. There's a lot of things in my life where I'm not the height of any profession, but I'm really good at explaining things, and I'm really good at like being. Part of being a personal trainer, for example, isn't just knowing muscle and stuff. It's also being able to motivate the person and being a friend on your side to encourage you, right? That's a part of the job, right? And so even if person A is less skilled than person B at the game, person B could still be a better coach. So what point do we say this person can coach and can charge a premium and this person can? And I don't think the line is basically, well, this guy won Evo, so he's a better coach, or this guy this guy doesn't know the frame data of this thing, so he can't do it. But we can all agree that, okay, but Coach K has shown a striking amount of ignorance, right? But who gets to make that call? I don't know that I can make the call for me. I mean, I can give advice to my followers.
Let's say that I can tell you who can make that call. I can tell you. Reality.
What you mean? Yeah, the market. Oh, the free market. Yeah, you put your pitch out there, and if it's good, people will take it. And if people don't like it, then they won't. That's my view. I don't get to make that call. You just put reality out there. So I can come out tomorrow and be like, pay me £1,000 and coach, and I'll coach you. And people can be like, that's dumb. That don't work. Or some people can say it can. Like,
yeah, but
the idea that you're not allowed to put the pitch out there, I'm like, who gets to make that call?
But at that point,
coaching is a thing, right?
Yeah.
Coaching is a thing, right, where you don't have to actually be able to do something. if you can actually understand and analyze it.
Yeah,
Coaches
the
and
best,
freshmen
the best coaches.
time.
Yeah, the best coaches are seldom the best players. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So let me get. But here's the thing: the reason why Coach Kazama fucked up is because he got greedy.
It's no,
He's
but
an
I think he self-reported himself basically. He self-reported himself with the way he said things about the game. He self-reported in this case.
His arrogance is screwed him.
Yeah,
Coach Kazama is basically the edge of like the Tekken community. He's an ultimate opportunist.
And generally speaking, of course, Chad, related to the discussion about where's the line to draw when someone can coach and someone cannot. In my opinion, like of course, since it's a game, especially, it's not like pure facts like in mathematics.
Right. Yeah.
Like in order to teach mathematics, you need to have a sort of degree, as a law institution and so on.
Yeah.
When we talk about a game, of course, where's the line, of course.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can think about.
Why are people paying anything for that? Like this, I said this yesterday, right? Again, like
in my opinion,
sorry, I was going to say it's a pretentious example, right? But like the only reason trade of any kind is able to happen is because people disagree on what's worth what, right? If I go to the shop and buy an apple for 50p, right? I believe that the apple is worth more than my 50p, which is why I give it to him. And the shopkeeper believes that the 50p is worth more than the apple, which is why he gives me the apple, right? The fact that we disagree on what things are worth is what makes trade possible. So I'm not going to sit here and just be like, well, he has no right to charge this. I don't think he has the right to charge it, so I won't pay for it. But if someone else does, I can't say with good conscience that they were being scammed. That's why I was like, bro, people buy trainers. I bought pieces of cardboard. The Final Fantasy set came out. Bro, the Legend of the Avatar version is about to come out. I'm about to spend dumb money.
You would disagree. I'm sorry, but respectfully, you would disagree if it was your son who fall for this.
Yeah, absolutely. I would disagree if it was my subscriber.
And I treat people in my community like my children.
Yes, sure. That's very magnanimous of you. Yeah. And I would have no problem with you telling your son, hey, if you follow me and you follow this guy, you're an idiot. That's fine, right? But I wouldn't call him a scumbag. Those are two separate claims. I have no issue with you telling people not to take his service. None. I encourage you to do it if you think it's that bad. I would do it. The part I had issue with was you insulting him. That was the part.
But how am I? Okay, but wait. If someone in my eyes, and you said you can understand my perspective, if someone in my eyes does something that is unethical, scummy, and if he would do that to my own son, I would probably find this motherfucker and slap him. How am I supposed to treat this guy if not with disgust and disdain and disrespect? Rightfully so. I don't understand.
Honestly,
because
like in this case, honestly, in this case, it's so evident that it's a little bit of a scummy beer because he proved himself multiple times that he doesn't know what he talks about. So why is he coaching? And like when you self-report like this, of course, I think it's justified at this point to say, okay, this is a little bit scummy. Not gonna lie,
because it's not even the. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
It is not even the fact that he's not knowledgeable and is charged for coaching. It's the fact that he is actively hiding the evidence that he is when people call him out on it. That's where I draw the line.
So this is the thing that I find
fascinating. The third set, you have the right to. No,
but this is the thing. But this is the thing I find fascinating because like you guys have all mentioned this as like a really big deal, and I genuinely don't see it as one. But I'm increasingly of the opinion that I'm just the outlier because it seems like everyone's like, no, if you have a service like this, if you have a service on this other website, and then you have a YouTube channel, you curating your comments is like a smoking gun, and I genuinely don't see it like
no,
that.
it's not. Wait, don't say. Wait. Why are you? Wait, you are. Wait. You are, bro. I am German. Wait, guys. Sorry, but one thing. I am German. I know dishonest behavior when I see it. I mean, guys, we raided Poland and blamed it on them. If someone is an expert in dishonesty, it's me. Look. Wait. But Chet, you can't use the word curate. The right word is censoring. The right word is censoring, not curate. Why do you use curate? Why? Why are you so favorable in this word? Why do you use curate?
I use curate because that's
I didn't even know that was a word.
That's genuinely how I interpreted it. And I'm recognizing that like I'm clearly alone in this, right? So listen, I'm freely willing to recognize, okay, Chad, you're completely wrong. You're being you're being stupidly generous, right? I generally have not seen enough evidence to say that he is definitely like doing it to hide. Show me the comment. I need to see the comment of like, hey, I paid for your service. I've been coaching with. No, hear me out. No, but I know. I get you. But what I'm saying is like, if you showed me the comment, I'm trying to show you what I would need, right? Because I'm so naive. What would I need, right? What I would need is like, if there was like, hey, coach, I don't go to this guy's service. I paid this guy for 3 months and he wasted my time or he gave me bad advice. I'm still stuck where I am. It's the worst advice. And then that comment, he deleted it. Bro, I would be
We're not gonna
with
see
you.
it.
I would be holding the cannon. But then the comment
so
you
you
showed
need
me,
a
but then
comment
the
saying that this guy has, I paid for this guy's coaching, it does not work, and then it's been deleted. That's what you need.
yeah, because that was, you cannot deny that. That is clearly malice because this
I'm
person was
going to ask
clearly,
you this question.
go on.
You are aware of the principle that the burden of proof is not on the accuser, but it's on the accused. I mean, it's on the accuser, right? But
It's on the
in this
accuser. Yeah,
instance-
it's on the accuser. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
it'd
in
be on
this
Finn.
instance,
It'd be on
when
Finn.
It's a fact of, but it's.
But I
How
gave
do you
you the.
prove that when the evidence, when you have to remember, this is the instance where the evidence is actively being, this is evidence tampering. How do you prove that? How do you?
But the thing
No,
is, I
no,
proved it.
I
I
prove
did
that.
prove it. I did prove it.
You
Guys,
did.
stop it. I did prove it. With the Nova proved it already in his video. Mike proved it with his comment that got deleted.
Yes,
I am so guys.
Yes.
Guys, wait a minute. Didn't you watch, guys? We already have proven this. He deleted this fucking comment that made him look incompetent. But okay, when chat
I'm
says,
going to ask you this.
okay,
Because those are comments saying that he looks incompetent, not that somebody's paid for a service and he's censored the fact that he's.
yeah, but
that-
I wouldn't even care.
No,
But
we-
wait.
No,
I
because
wait. I answer that. If you tell me someone who says I am happy with the services that I bought from Coach Kazama, which I found that comment by the way, and I am convinced it is a genuine comment. Someone who is happy with the services he bought from Coach Kazama or the free coaching, maybe. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. But I wouldn't care. Do you know why?
Yeah, that's not proof. Yeah, that's not proof. That's not proof of anything. Because
no, wait,
because
even-
one person buys into it, it doesn't.
No,
mean
you
anything.
you
You're
can
right.
you can show me 6 people who maybe even bought something and are happy. I wouldn't fucking give a damn. Do you know why? Because these people are babies that are abused because they don't know anything.
Sure.
So why would
Sure.
I give a
No.
shit about their opinion if they are happy with something? They
I know. I'm going to what you said about the burden of proof because I'm 100% in agreement. The claim here is that he is a lying scam artist. That's the claim. So the burden of proof is on the accuser. That's the claim.
But I
That-
no
that-
wait
that's what
I
I'm trying
prove.
to
But
say.
wait
And
guys,
the- and-
why are
and
we
the
wait
evidence you showed-
I've proven it. I have proven it. I have already proven that he is a liar and dishonest. Why are we acting like I didn't prove this already? I don't get it.
No, because the comment you showed
because I will.
because it was insulting. So I was like, oh well, he could be deleting it because it's insulting.
I didn't
It's not
show.
like the
No,
person-
wait. I showed you the comment. I showed you the comment with the magic force where he tries to hide.
His feelings got hurt.
I
Oh
mean,
my god, what a disaster.
I mean, I don't think Mike would be, for example, I don't think Mike will be insulting him, for example. Why did he delete his comment? I don't think Mike goes and insults him, by the way. I don't think
Guys,
so.
no,
Right?
wait. Why, guys? Why are you ignoring what we went over when I had the one-on-one? The comments with the magic force. Does anyone here know what I talk about? The comments
no,
with
I
the
know
magic
I know what
force.
comment you're talking about.
That is a comment that he hid to hide incompetence. No.
Yes.
Yeah,
The comment where he's saying that Jim
You're
has
right.
thing that one.
Yes. So that
Yeah, I
implies.
already asked you
You're
about
right.
that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, I get you. But like, my point is like, oh my god, it's about to blow up. But like,
Here's to me where this argument falls short.
no, okay, go on.
You can just say that because I remember this was a thing with you and Nova initially where Nova was saying that you were deleting his comments when it wasn't. It was your own moderation.
yeah, but
So literally
this
this
is
can't be
no. This doesn't work here. This doesn't
But
work.
yeah,
here.
let's not even do that.
No.
Let's assume it's
Why
him.
does
No,
not-
no, let's assume it's him. No, let's not go there.
Yeah.
Here, let's not blame just order.
No,
let's
no, wait, it
assume
literally
that
it doesn't
deleted
work
the
here.
comment, right? Yeah, let's just assume he did, right? Like, my point is like that to me, like that sort of face saving, like, oh, I'm gonna delete this, isn't the same as, hey, this guy's a scam artist. Don't buy his service. That comment being deleted I would be like, that's covering up. But if it's just like, hey, idiot,
That's a little bit
Jin
sneaky
doesn't.
behavior, though.
Jin doesn't have. No, I'm with you, and I've clearly undercounted that. We're retreading all ground here. I was like, I didn't
know,
really
but
see that as a red flag.
I
And
don't
I'm
know, in my
like,
opinion-
Chad,
okay.
that is the reddest of flags, Chad.
Okay,
And I'm
look.
like, okay, I didn't register that as a red flag.
Okay,
right?
chat. Maybe you.
that-
Okay,
that-
maybe you are kind of. Okay, I kind of will grant you this. Maybe I am particular sensitive, or because I
This kind of
I
behavior.
once-
Or
I
I
once-
am. Or I am.
I
Or
once
I'm overly
was
generous. Yeah,
I
totally.
once was accused, for example, of deleting comments. That person, I proved them wrong. That person even apologized to me. So I know what this like. This I wouldn't say this lightly. I would never accuse someone of this if we didn't even have proof of this. These comments did vanish. So
Sure.
to me that at least implies I mean, he has something to hide. It implies dishonesty, doesn't? I mean, it literally proves dishonesty, doesn't it?
Yeah,
No?
if you hide something that if you hide something that you did objectively know, and you know that you did wrong, you know, because and you do it maliciously, it's a little bit of scummy behavior. I don't know, because again, you know you did wrong, and you maliciously delete
Yeah, no,
it.
I'm with you. Like, so for example, like if I make a video and I say this move is -6 or whatever, and then someone comes in the comment, and let's assume they're not being rude, they're just being like, Chad, actually that move is only -9, and I delete that comment. You're like, why did you delete the comment? He's just correcting you, right?
Yeah,
that's what you say. It's
exactly.
like, why would you do that, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Like
clearly
why?
doing,
Yeah.
right.
But
And this is my point. And like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, he's just like he's face saving. Like it's an egotistical face save. But like, no, it's not a face save. It's an active attempt to like to sell more product. And I'm like, I don't know that I'm willing to go that far. I'm like, then you're being ignorant. And I'm like,
the problem, you know why people why Finn things like this, because the guy actually called Coach Kazama. So actually, most of his channel is about coaching people. Probably, no,
yeah,
like his own persona. His own persona.
Yes.
It's like he's not called Kazama. It's called Coach Kazama. So his whole persona probably is about coaching people in the game.
Exactly.
So if you are so wrong about something in the game and you delete it, that's when you're malicious in order to save face. It's much better to just own it up, and you will be, and that will be the best coaching of them all, in my opinion. Because when you admit you're wrong, you actually are coaching people that you can be wrong and still be good at the game. Maybe, you know, because it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. And I don't understand why he doesn't join these kind of debates. Probably, honestly, if you want,
I can 100% understand why he join.
I would love him.
If I was younger, I would not get into a debate with Finty, even if I thought I was right. I actually wouldn't, because I know he's about to call me some shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I'm old enough that the people I've grown up with, I can handle the hostility, right? So even if I'm like, you know what I mean? But I can absolutely understand someone being like, I know I'm right, but I can't do it. I don't have that nature, especially Gen Z. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, they're kind of soft.
Let me say something.
Like, I get it.
If he was right and he had a leg to stand on, he wouldn't delete comments in the first place, and he would explode into here. I invited him, by the way, because I obviously can't write comments.
Did he ever answer you? Did he ever? Did he
Well,
ever
you know
answer
what?
to you?
You want me to try right now, because I got his Discord where I also found a bit of a weird message where he kind of like didn't play Tekken 6 that much per his own account, because I always make sure
Please make sure to not show my dick pics I sent you yesterday.
Yeah, I don't. Yes, I will not make it.
Thank you.
I mean, I added him on in this.
Can I say something?
Yeah. So yeah.
But let me say this. Like, this dude calls himself coach, right? But he gets so many things wrong. That's impersonation of a coach, and like in the same sense of like, oh, like a person like impersonating as like a person of like the army or some shit, like a first lieutenant or whatever. That's called stolen valor. Sure. So it's pretty much on the same. It's pretty much on the same wavelength of like this Coach Kazama guy, whatever his name is. It's the same thing, pretty much. You're getting paid to be wrong. You're getting paid to be wrong. It's like this. It's like giving respect to a person that never.
I honestly don't know what he coaches on. By the way, I don't know like how his coaching works.
No, he makes the kind of when I first started, he makes the kind of content that I first started, where it's just kind of like, if you're struggling with Leo, do this. Here's a thing to think about.
But did he say like I don't know? I never saw his content.
And then come follow me on stuff.
You play Leo, bro.
Go check out his volume. He's got like 100. No, but what I'm saying, he does it for Asuka. Like he's got like 100 videos.
Yeah, but does he say knowledgeable stuff? Like does he say actual real stuff about?
In my honest opinion, he gives. I would call it like intermediate level knowledge. Yeah, because when I knew nothing about Asuka, I would watch it and be like, here's a season 2 combo.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Coach Kazama.
Wait, you are telling me you did watch videos from him?
Yeah, when I first learned Asuka.
So I was I was right. You didn't say this in the Discord when we I was right. I told you
I watched the videos when I first learned Asuka. I was like, yeah.
Did you write this in Discord? Because I had the feeling. You remember what I wrote, right? I told you, chat. I get the feeling here.
No, you were like, I think you're being overly sympathetic because like you like him or you follow him or you subscribe to him. I'm like, relax, bro.
No, that's not true. I said, I can quote myself. I said, I think you are a bit overly defensive because you probably, when you picked up Asuka, this message is still there. When you picked up Asuka, you probably watched his videos. So I was right.
No, I totally did. Yeah, I totally did. like these videos show me like, okay, this
And
is the
this is why you
combo, this is the
defend
wall
him like
ender.
this.
Yes, because he's made because he's made
yeah.
decent content.
You like him.
Up
You are
to
not
debate.
objective. You are not objective.
What are you talking about? Hold on. So you're saying that like I can't be right if I've watched any of this person's videos?
No, but I don't know. I get the feeling. I don't know, man. I get the feeling you kind of.
Hang on.
No,
Hang on,
that's
Finty, you're
an
not about to
assumption,
do
that's
that
an
when you
assumption.
know that I've defended everyone. I've defended. No one has attacked you in our friendship, but if someone did, you know I'll defend you. I've defended NovaSeiken from you. You've seen me. I defend everyone, whether I watch their videos or not. You know that my beef. My point. The point I'm trying to make is, you know that my beef is what I say my beef is. I don't like it when people in my community tag other people in my community, unless there's a really good reason. That's it. There is no alternative thing here. You can if you need me to send my pay stubs. I have never
sorry,
paid.
I don't. Okay,
I have
wait.
never paid Coach Kazama.
Sorry,
the last time I watched the video was like season 1.
Okay, you're right. I apologize for this because that's
that
clearly
was a little bit too much, Finn, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I get, but the thing is, you've been doing it a lot. Where it's like,
but
actually,
look, you can't wait.
Me, Finn team, my opinions are real and they are informed.
First of all, it wasn't
a little bit biased.
Wait, first of all, it wasn't too much, Blackheart, because there is when I am that baffled, why chat wouldn't have the same feelings as me to something that I think is obvious, then it is natural for me to assume
But as a friend and as someone who respects you, if you tell me your reasons for something is X, I would assume it's almost a microcosm. I would assume your reason is X, and I wouldn't be like, well, actually, there's a secret nefarious thing that you're hiding. I'm like, no, I wouldn't do that.
I didn't say nefarious.
No, Finn, sorry, guys, wait. If I may, yes, if I may say something, I think Chad would have done this kind of discourse, not depending on if he likes it someone or not. I think even if it is this thing to someone he doesn't like, I think he would do the same discourse, in my opinion. It's not about whether he likes it or not, in my opinion, again, because I know Chad for a while, and I don't think like he's biased in this sense, in my opinion. Like it's not like he likes him, that's why he defends him. I think it's
mate.
It's
okay, Blackheart, but you have to agree. When I say isn't the comment section a smoking gun? Well, he has the right to curate his comment section. Yeah, come on. Come on.
No, that's in my opinion.
This is crazy.
In my opinion, it deletes comments maliciously. In my opinion, it's malicious intent. In my opinion,
Right. That's the thing. The comments thing is just a microcosm of why are they doing it. Are they doing it to be malicious, or are they doing it because they are delusional and they are like egocentric? Like, I'll give you an example. This might sound like a weird insult, but I could totally. Actually, I won't say it because it's gonna sound like an insult. But the thing is, I know, but I know people in the community who I could totally imagine deleting comments that make them look bad, but I would still respect them as people. But their ego is fragile, such that like, ugh, I don't like the way that sounds. I don't like the way they came at me with that. I'll delete that comment. I wouldn't do that. I know a lot of people who wouldn't, but I know a lot of people who would. I know you wouldn't, but I wouldn't. But again, I wouldn't go so far as to call them a scam artist, personally.
Okay,
but clearly I'm wrong. But that's my point.
I get the understanding of your situation. I do. I get the understanding. But here's the thing. To me, this is just purely on my opinion on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
He has proven a pattern of behavior to show that he is now being malicious in his actions. Because it's not just a matter of it's not just a matter of let me land.
Yeah.
It's not just a matter of he's deleting comments and he's charging for coaching without the prior knowledge. Mm-hmm. The video that he made was subtly layered with attacks on the credibility of the person that he was speaking about, as a way to show that he does not know what he's talking about, but still to veil himself in a layer of plausible deniability that if pressed on it, he can say, no, that's not what I meant. I meant that most screen ranks do this, not that you're a bad player. And that is scummy.
I agree.
No, totally. Again, I'm really weird. I am alone in this, and I am wrong. I am the guy who thinks OJ is innocent when it's clear as day that he's guilty. It keeps too many people who I respect think that I'm wrong for me to be like, no, you're all wrong. Like, there are 10 issues where I will stand on 10 toes. He ain't one of them, right? The point for me, though, is that, like, he has cleared the amount of proof required for you to prove beyond a shadow of reasonable doubt malice for you, and he just hasn't crossed that threshold for me. And For much of this conversation, it's been like, no, he has, but you must have an alternative reason for saying he hasn't. Maybe you're secretly a fan, or maybe you're this, or maybe you're that. No.
The second reason, no, I don't agree with that.
My assessment is genuine, even if it is wrong. At least respect me enough to say that. Okay, well,
no, on this I agree. On this I agree.
You're just fucking wrong, Chad. Like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like that.
No, but especially since we're friends, we know that we make arguments because we believe in the stuff we say. It's not about having second, you know, like a conflict of interest. Let's say it's not about it's not about this. You know, like it's about that you think these things, and I respect, for example, and that I agree with some things you say. I don't, for example, if you want, in my opinion, Chad, because I think that in this discourse, Coach Kazama really did a lot of wrong things, and also he said a lot of bullshit, a lot of stupid things. For example, he says, again, just to remind you guys, probably you know this already because of Finn's video, but he says, for example, that you cannot mention -1. Where did he read this? That you cannot mention -1.
No, but again,
sometimes I mention -9.
No, but you know, no, but you know what that is? That's an intermediate take, right? That's the take you make when you just learn about frame data. Because when you first learn about frame data, that's how you play. You go, I'm plus, I push. I'm not plus, I don't push. That's an
honestly, if you want my opinion, that's like a day one opinion. If you want my opinion,
nah, day one. You don't know frame data. Day one.
No, I give you that part, but his pick.
They want of knowing frame data, let's say.
Okay, maybe they want to know frame data.
Yeah. Like,
as an opinion taken into the vacuum that people do not consider others properties of a move.
Yeah, but the thing is,
and that's
but you said it perfectly yourself earlier, where you talked about Dunning-Kruger. Like, again, this is where it's like malice versus delusion. There are people out here who have no business coaching, who genuinely believe they could be great coaches.
Yeah,
genuinely. Those people
that's
exist.
why.
But there are also people who know they are good coaches, but that they can scam dumb people. And I don't know that my I don't know that my true.
I think he's malicious.
Yeah, exactly. That's clearly the consensus view. He's clearly malicious, and I'm like, I don't know.
And I want to make one thing.
On this, we'll never agree, I guess, but it's okay. We never agree with.
One thing I
don't think that he started out malicious.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. Maybe
everybody
cares.
can have
I don't look. The thing also, someone said. Someone said that. What is he called? Akpade. First of all, please send me that because I don't know about this. I think I haven't seen this.
What's
I have
that
a different
about?
source. He said he got caught lying on Reddit, definitely. So, and I'm like, if you say this, okay, just send me this because I don't know about the Reddit shit. I have different sources. Also, what I have to say, because he said that, which is also wrong, guys. The subscribers that he has on Metafy are not paid. You can subscribe to that for free, but you need to book a session. So no one knows how many people, how much. I doubt it isn't. Not many people have bought this shit. It's not for me. It's not how many. Oh, did he only scam? Sorry.
No.
Did he only?
Why don't you try? Sorry.
Did he
Why
only?
Don't you try to contact one of these students? I don't know if you tried or something. Maybe
I saw someone under I think it was Mike's video who said he was happy with Kazama's coaching, but once again I can be honest about this. I don't care because if you are a yellow rank, you would be happy with someone telling you, hey, hey bro, don't mash here. Bro, I watched his videos. Don't mash here with punish and get the wall. Yeah, okay, good. Lol. Yeah, okay, good. I would also be fucking happy. Sorry. You go on. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you made your point well. And for the record, like I said, you might not believe this, especially given how stubborn I've been. But like, I promise you, I wouldn't have this conversation if I wasn't open to like being shown that I'm wrong. And whenever I enter a debate like this, especially if I'm like in the minority, I always try to be like, hey, look. In order to avoid us from going in circles, here's what I would need. Show me this, you win. Or at least you convince me, rather than win. I would be like, yo, you 100% right?
And did he convince you? Did he convince you for now?
No, he hasn't. But what I'm saying is like, literally, if I saw even one, if I saw even one comment of being like, hey, look, I paid this motherfucker, and his service was fucking trash. It was all just printed off ChatGPT. It was like just pointless evidence. He said he watched my videos. He barely even did. Like I don't even think. I think this evidence was trash, right? And it was clearly from that person. I'd be like, well, and he deleted that comment, right? Or he deleted that comment. I'd be like, well, look at this motherfucker hiding. Like that to me is like real malice. Whereas everything else, I'm like, face saving, being a bit of a bitch, being a bit, and it's like you're batting away too many circumstantial pieces. I'm like, but they're all circumstantial.
Let's say
I don't
we have.
think he started out in this endeavor to be malicious. I think that he was initially being I think he's an opportunist. I think he was exactly, and now that he's now that this is blowing up, I think he's now trying to protect the bag. But
then let's talk about that transition. What evidence do you have for that transition? What's the piece? Like again, regardless, it's the same. I would still need the same thing. I need that comment of like, "Hey, this motherfucker scammed me," or "I can't believe I charged. I can't believe he charged me this much."
That's the thing.
I would still need that evidence. And again, I swear, as God is my witness, give me that. And I'm like, guys, you got me. I was a fucking retard. I clearly.
Wait, what evidence? Excuse me. Wait.
I got the evidence.
Excuse me. What evidence?
I got you. It's in Coach Kazama's actions, dude. Like when he was like making that response like Nova and like completely even that response like getting shit wrong.
Yeah.
It was already malicious because he was not being just ignorant. He was just being wrong, going like, oh, cause Nova is like, oh, he's a yellow green link. He was just following a trend at the time.
Yeah, the framing is what does it to me. I'm not convinced with the training room footage because I'm sorry if you're like. Anybody can be bad at using training room.
Can I get everyone's? Can I?
Working on to me.
I need to just quickly. One guy in chat, this Cray Kenshin, mate. For whatever reason, he's like literally on Coach Kazama's side, like full on. I read your comments. I read everything you have written in chat right now. If you come on with this brain dead shit, I would not. I don't even want to do that, bro, because like I read the shit you have written, you are literally so stupid.
What did he say?
Yeah, he said like shit. He never claimed to be a pro Finn. Your argument is shit, mate. He said he teaches for competitive play. What do you mean?
That's the next
he
thing,
said,
actually.
He said he is God tier in this game. By the way, while technically last time he did a session, he got demoted to fucking Supreme. So if you want to go technical on my ass, if you want to go, oh, let's go into the technicalities because it's actually not a scam, it's actually not illegal. That's not the argument, you fucking stupid piece of shit. So I would be, look, I saw you throughout the stream.
Come on.
No. It's my stream. It's my stream. I talk to people in my chat the way I want. Okay.
No, it's okay.
This guy is like Malice wasn't proven. What the fuck are you? Okay, this guy is brain dead because chat literally is like you, but like 200 IQ points smarter and has like I'm sorry. Chat already made your arguments way better than you could ever do it. Like I read your shit. Fuck off. All right.
I'm gonna make this one clear. It doesn't say explicitly on his page that come and coach with me and I will get you up to tournament level. I will make you as good as you could take Austin and Ash in the first to 10. I guarantee it. But I mean, if you're going to say that I can take you to a competitive level, doesn't mean hey I can take you to where you can at least go to tournaments and be viable. But
I'm with you. I'm with you. But again, no, Blackheart's right. It's like here we go again because again, it's like look, if he's like, you coach me and I'll have you win an Evo. I'd be like, the fuck you talking about? You ain't never won Evo. But like the only concrete claim that cannot be argued was like I'll get you in the top 5% of players. And I'm like, last time I checked, top 5% of players like Tekken God. I'm like, I believe you could probably coach some Tekken God. Yeah, I believe that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that's why I'm like. And you're like, how can you say, oh, like it's clear it's scam? I'm like, I don't know. Like his claim seems pretty reasonable to me. I don't know. Like,
oh my god, this will never end. This will never end.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. There's no point going there because we can do this all day. Every clan, I'm like, I don't know. As Phoenix fight Ace Attorney, I'm like, I don't know. I can defend it.
Chad, can I ask you something? But did you make so you made the video on Finn or not?
No, I decided not to because I decided not to because I was angry and I was like, I don't want to say shit about friends.
I mean,
like, I don't mean.
How about
like,
wait,
so,
guys? How about
like,
how
so
about this?
like, we'll just talk it out.
How about we get this brain dead in here and then Blackheart and TomTom and Tiny, you can rip this guy to fucking shreds. Because
Finn, but I'm so calm. I'm so chill.
respectfully, Finn, I don't want to do that. Like, I can leave because again, because
You-
that's my nature. I don't like ripping people apart
Okay,
unless they've actually
chat.
done something malicious.
No,
like,
chat,
being
he-
dumb is a good enough reason.
Chat, he would be the guy in the chat,
But
right?
he-
He would
but
be
he's-
like on
but he
your
got his
team, but like
No, yes, he'd be on my team, but then I would be listening to you guys just shit on him. for
yeah,
like
but
that.
because
No,
he
I
already,
don't-
you
I
know
don't-
what he said? He said, Finn, with that argument, I would shit down your throat, my bro. You can try
Yeah,
that if you want.
No, okay, but Finn, here's the thing.
Go.
Here's the thing, Finn. Because I keep looking over every once in a while in your chat. There have been plenty of people being insulting to me too, right? And you're not
Yeah, I
inviting
saw
them
this.
either.
No,
And I'm
okay,
not-
you're
and
right,
I-
chat.
and I'm not,
Chat.
and I'm not,
Wait.
I'm not having a go at you for this. But my point
No.
is like, okay, someone says a couple, like one person says I
Yes.
anoint it to you, like I gotta blow them up.
No.
Dozens of people been saying shit to me, and I'm like, just let it go. They're retards. It's fine.
Nah,
Chat,
stop. I need to clear this up. Because chat is right. And Akpade, you also, mate, I like you. I like my chat, but like chat the third is a friend. Like not even a friend. Like he used words for me that no other man ever has used, which is admire, right? But you said okay, sorry. You said Roach Kazama is balls deep in chat's throat. So this is a bit. This is a bit, guys. Can we tone it down a little? Or chat, get off Kazama's dick. Like we need.
Guys, you have to understand. You have to understand, guys. Probably it happens to you a lot of times. Friends disagree sometimes. You know, you don't have to agree on anything every time. You know that, guys, right? Like
No, but here's the thing, though.
if friends disagree all the time.
But Blackheart, this is a really good point. No, but this is a really good point, right? Because you're right. What's happening right now is a bunch of friends are disagreeing, right? And we're still friends. And we're going to be friends after this,
Of
right?
course.
But here's the thing. There's a lot of people in the Tekken community who can't do that. And the reason they can't do that is because so many conversations in the Tekken community take the tone that I'm kind of railing against now, where it's just like, you're wrong, so I just get to blast you. And low-key, I'm kind of on this like weird, like pointless, like Don Quixote-esque like crusade to be like, can we just like stop being mean to each other? You want to please people's speech? You want to please? I'm like, I just think I just
No,
don't think
because everything is about beat.
Me and Thompson almost got into this last week.
Can I say
Speaking
something
serious.
first? All right, bro. If let this Kenshin dude on, man. If we go too far, just give him a safety word. How about that?
If
How
he
about
comes
that?
on, I'm stepping up. I wasn't lying when I said it's been a long day, and I have no interest in online punching. I'll listen.
I'm not trying to.
I have no interest in
drill this
being
guy.
one. Yeah,
Bro,
I'd
just cross the
be a
line,
hypocrite.
man.
It's not
Do
my,
it.
it's not my nature. I'm too soft, I guess. It's just not my nature. Like there's a time and a place to like just let people be angry at people. Very seldom is it going to be over Tekken and dumb comments. Like it very seldom for me. I just don't.
To be fair, he's kind of come out of his face. I'll be honest with you. Like he's kind of come out of his face. So he kind of gets what he deserves on this one, but like I want to give grace.
Yep.
Because here's the thing, this is a space of parasociality where, again, I'm an example. I'm a viewer. Like, I appreciate you not saying friends or whatnot, but like, look, man, I'm a guy in the chat. You know, we don't talk or nothing. But
but like
respect to everybody here.
But
where
again,
to be
let me.
civil.
I get you, but let me
Most
be.
people don't have that in chat.
I'm with you, but let me get on my Clark Kent shit, right? Like, life is short, life is hard, right? A lot of us have gone second for various different reasons.
Somebody's about to get a
Like,
screenshot.
why make it difficult? Like, be excellent to each other. You know what I mean? Like, that's why the reason in order for me to get emotionally upset, it typically happens when I see like emotional hostility. You get what I'm saying? I don't think there's a single Tekken take someone can give me that can make me angry. But if I see someone call someone a roach, scum, whatever, that gets to me because I'm like, why? There's literally no need for this. This is the thing that gets my blood boiling. Because I'm like,
the problem on this is that it's the internet, and you know.
I understand that. I understand that. But
I
my
would
point
say
is, like,
that
when
to
people
his
act like that,
face.
I just cut that out. Typically, I just don't like saying.
Sink or swim.
Look, if I see shit like that again,
can't get punched in the face.
I call people out in the street for okay. Let me say it like this. Imagine the Tekken community is a street, right? Like a beautiful street with like whatever. There's an ice cream shop and shit like that, and there are people suddenly people coming in and wonder what a surprise. Coach Kazama first video after Tekken 8 dropped, but okay, you go figure. But doesn't matter. People come in and suddenly throw like trash on the ground, mate. I don't know. You don't know how I am in real life. I call this shit out literally on the spot. Like I scream at people. Like I would point my finger at them and like open pick up
that's
this
why I'm a
trash,
fan.
you
That's what-
stupid
need- no, you
cunt.
need people.
Otherwise,
you need that. Yeah. No, you need that.
You
You need,
think
you need,
that
you need
energy is
Batmans.
valid?
You need Batmans. You need people with.
and I think he did
justice
this.
Must be justice must be enforced, right? Like
Okay.
it must. You need to enforce it. I'm with you. You're my favorite.
It's all I'm saying.
enforcer.
It's all I'm saying is he did that in my Tekken Street.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that. He
I hear
opened
you,
up
I hear
his
you.
and again,
He
even
violated
if
it,
it,
and he needs
even
to
if
get shut
okay,
down. Yeah.
even if I'm that good faith now suddenly and say, okay, you know what? I take scam back, I take unethical back, I take people can pay for what they want, blah blah blah. If I see him in my Tekken Street opening up his dog shit shop, and putting $500 signs on this shit, I would say no, fuck off. Like I'm sorry, it doesn't even matter if it's like malicious. I don't even. We can even get all this part, like all this malicious stuff. Okay, you can't 100% prove it. It could be that he is just that idiotic that he forgot to put his right moderation sections on the comments, and magically no comment of critique goes through. It's not his fault. Okay, at the end of the day, he is still a fucking dog shit player that charges $500. All right.
Right, I'm with you. And for me to borrow that analogy, because it's a great analogy, I'm like, if someone walks past the bin and then drops something in the bin, and you go, "Hey, asshole, put it in the bin," I'm with you. That is a legitimate amount of hostility for someone being antisocial, right? That's legitimate. But if someone crosses the street without walking and you start kicking him in the nuts, I'm gonna be like, "Yo."
Well,
I don't know, Chief. Like,
I mean-
you know what I mean? Like that.
Wait. Wait. I need to interrupt. You said someone walks over the street without looking. Okay, how about?
That's a bad analogy.
Because you know where I'm going with this, right?
It's already a bad analogy. Yeah, sorry, I tried to come up
There
with
we
one on
go.
the fly. It's a bad analogy. For me, it would have to be, in order for the analogy to work, it would have to be someone doing something that is bad accidentally versus on purpose. So a good example would be if you saw someone
Not racking the weights at the gym.
if you saw someone unwrap something, go to put it in the bin, miss the bin, and keep on walking, right? The way you would treat that person would be different to someone who just blatantly rips it and puts it on the floor. The crime is the same, potentially, but their reasons are different. I have no doubt that in my many years, I have missed the bin. Right? But like, if you treat the first person the same as the second, I'd be like, bro, maybe look. You get what I'm saying? So it's about the intentions.
Yeah, hold on a second. But that's not the case with Coach Kazama. Coach Kazama is literally throwing shit on the floor and then telling other people to pick it up and actually be a good Samaritan while he's not doing the same fucking thing. He's being a hypocrite is what he is. That's what he really is.
I don't know.
I don't think we don't agree. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I agree.
agree
But I appreciate
between
what
us
you're
and-
saying. What you're saying
between
is,
us and,
yeah, what you're saying is it's worse. But I get what you're saying. But like, I was just trying to, because I think Finn's analogy is a good point, and it's why I am a fan of it. I can't stress this enough. The reason I'm such a big fan of Finn is because I saw. It's ironic because I'm on the bad side of the reason I became a fan of Finn. The reason I became a fan of Finn is because there were so many toxic people in our community, and Finn was someone who was toxic to toxic people, and I was like, yeah, like there's a bully mentality that I'm a fan of. There's nothing better than
And
watching
for
bullies
Finn,
get bullied.
Coach Kazama is a bully too. That's
Right, exactly, right. But if the bullier goes after a bully, I'm a fan. But if the bullier goes after someone who isn't a bully, just an awkward kid or someone who's a bit socially awkward or gets something wrong, all of a sudden that same thing that I was a fan of last week makes me feel really uncomfortable. And now I feel the need to come in and defend the person. Not really because I like the person, but just because I'm like, hey, knock it off. Do you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of this has been like, no. Here are the reasons why this guy is a bully and thus deserves to be bullied. And I'm like, I don't know if he's crossed over into bully. I think he's more of an idiot than a bully, right? That's all this has been, right? That's all this has been. But after this, I'm still going to be a fan because make no mistake, in 2 weeks' time, there's going to be another Jason Montoya. There's going to be another fucking asshole who really is being toxic in the community. And Finn is going to come down on them like a ton of bricks.
But speaking of Jason Montoya, like for me, that guy is more of an idiot, in my opinion, than this guy, because that guy is just an idiot. We know, he's just an ignorant guy that talks. I don't know why he talks. I don't know. I think, for example, in my opinion, that guy is much more of an idiot than anything than this guy, because this guy maliciously, tries to coach, tries to delete comments against him and so on. Instead, Jason Montoya is just an idiot. Like in my opinion,
agreed.
maybe,
I was 100% in bed. I was 100% in bed with the bullying. In fact, the only notes I had for Finn was like, hey, don't go so far as to have YouTube
Ah,
potentially.
so even
have a go
so
at you,
also
right?
so he
I
also
was,
even
I was,
so
yeah, absolutely.
also with Jason
Yes.
Montoya, you like you
Jason
you
Montoya
also
absolutely,
Ah.
because Jason Montoya insulted Finn. Like I watched the stream. Like he would absolutely be like, "Hey, let's not go into personal attacks," and then descend into personal attacks. I'm like, "Bitch, once the gloves are off, the gloves are off."
Did he
Like,
actually?
yeah, once the gloves are off, the gloves are off, bro. Once the gloves are off, they're off, right? That's my point. Like, if you commit crime, live by the sword, die by the sword. I just
no,
don't want.
and I'm trying to explain that for me, for Finn, it's an insult.
Jason Toyota,
Also,
yeah.
no, for Finn, it's an insult. Also, what this coach Kazama
What this
was
guy's doing, yeah, of course.
You know,
I get that. I get that.
For
He
Finn,
genuinely
and
crossed the
also
line,
a little bit
yeah.
also for me. Not gonna lie.
And for, and
me,
for the
also
majority,
me.
it's clear to me that I'm in the minority here.
No,
I'm
but
the-
I'll try to explain now why. I'm trying to explain now why. I dedicated so much time, so much effort, so many hours, so many years in this game to try and now I'm coaching. Now after 10 years of experience, you know, ranking all the cards, playing all the cards over and over, playing this game every day, and I still am humble in trying to say, okay, but you know, I coach, but yeah, I don't compete. So be careful when you coach me. Like
you're more,
I'm
yeah,
so,
yes,
and it comes here with this guy that don't know shit about the game that I
Yes.
studied so much.
and he's charging
And say,
twice,
oh,
like 4 times the
they're
price,
charging
making
so
all
much
the
more
players
than
like
me.
Now is
I get it,
mad.
yeah,
They
I
have
get it,
they
I get it,
they
I
have,
get
they
it,
have
yeah.
less ranked experience.
Yeah.
They have less Tekken
That's Tekken
knowledge,
experience, so it's
and
not
they
general.
and they try to
I get it,
to
I get it.
charge more than me. And
Yeah.
I should say, okay. And now that he says a bullshit about the game, I shouldn't be mad. Of course I am mad. Of
And he
course
has
I think
he has the nerve to try and correct someone like NovaSeiken, who is also like a student of the
of
game.
course,
And I understand.
that's why me. That's why me or like Finn took this so personally.
Yeah,
Like,
I
no,
get
in
it.
my case, I didn't make a video on this coach Kazama. So,
But you felt it.
but
though.
for example, huh?
But you felt it. You didn't make a video, but you felt it too.
Yeah,
You-
I felt
you kinda-
of
yeah, I
course.
get you, I get you.
When I saw Nova, because again, I make so much effort into my coaching sessions that I see this kind of behavior kind of insulting to me. Because again, I put so much effort in this game and seeing people that try to do the same, but but you know, with ignorance. That's why I say,
Yeah.
no, fuck this.
I also want to
Fuck
make
this.
something clear, right? Is Coach Kazama, is he like completely terrible at the game, like unplayable fucking dog shit?
I saw how he played. I saw how he played. He makes back three after every.
Yes, but
he's an online
wait, let me wait. Yes, he plays clowny and like not, but I wouldn't even call him like he's not fucking like he's not a red rank, right? Like he knows some shit. He does. Like there are punishes, blah blah blah. I'm sure the down back 1-2 at the wall, he actually wanted to hit confirm that and not fucking throw it into the block. Okay, but is it at a point where you confidently say $40 an hour, $500? I am I compete for. I get you ready to compete. Blah blah blah. It's fucking not like it's not.
I get it.
When and again, okay, this is maybe my thing, but I got really tilted when I was actually I didn't even know I Richie had Metafire and I see him and he's like, yeah, $30 and like 20 for like this and like whatever. Like a player of that caliber, right? Who actually won Red Bull Golden Letters, has one of the craziest defense that you will find even in this godforsaken world that is Tekken 8, right? And that guy is like, yeah, $20 here, like I don't really care that much. Here's your new Leo video. Yeah, you get that cheat for free. Do you want like here like you know what I mean?
No, I get
And
it.
people that are less knowledgeable
I get it.
charge more, and people that are less knowledgeable charge more.
I get
and
it.
also wrong about
The only
that's
thing I would, and again, please, I beg you, do not mistake this as a defense of Coach Kazama. He's not worth the money. We all, if there's one thing we all agree on, is that, right? But even that sense of like, well, you know, you have what's his name? Ayo Richie over here, and you have this other player over here. I'll be honest, I could think of players less skilled than Ayo Richie who I'd rather learn from, and I would include Blackheart in that. So I don't think there's a again.
Hold on. Did you just call me less skilled than Erich? I can beat his head in a first attempt now. Okay,
No, but my point is like I don't necessarily think that like the best player is the best. I've not done A.O. Rich's coaching. I don't know. Maybe he's an incredible coach, but him being good at the game is not proof of that at all. But you're right. But I get your general theme. The fact that he is so good and charging X amount, and then someone who is far less good than him is charging that is like, I get it. Because the thing is, we've all had this. Like, just because you have a PhD in physics does not mean you'd be a good science teacher. Like, it actually doesn't. Like, we've all had this. Like, the most knowledgeable people are very seldom the best person at explaining the thing. the ability to explain and to motivate and to translate lessons in a way that the listener can understand is a skill in and of itself. And there's no evidence that Coach Kazama can do this at all, obviously. But there's also no exam that say Joker can do this, or that even Arslan can do this. But you're right. Someone of Coach Kazama's level charging the amount of money he's charging is
how much does he charge again? How much does he charge?
There are tiers, and there's one that is $400 a month.
That's crazy.
500. Wait. Sorry. There's multiple things. There's also subscription models per month, $100 master tier, and $500 for Tekken King.
That's just absurd.
So
for Tekken King,
what if you pay $500 and you get Tekken King?
Well, look,
but you're an idiot.
I tell you the business model. I explain to you. Wait. I want to explain the business model here in case someone overlooks this detail, right? Why do you think? Isn't it a bit suspicious that a player of his esteemed caliber, 16 years on the highest level, right? Why doesn't he have a God of Destruction package? I tell you why. It's because he knows. It's because it is designed. It's a honeypot or like a fly trap that is designed to lock in like actual Tekken babies. Yeah, actual Tekken babies where he knows. Note what the package says. The package says $250. I coach you until you hit Fujin. Do you know that a friend of mine literally bought this game? The last game he ever played was Tekken 3 as a kid. He has no fighting game experience. In season 1, he got Fujin with Law in 2 weekends. So you know how if you actually get someone to pay for that, you know that it's 2 coaching sessions. Then he got Fujin, meaning I get $250 for nothing.
Blue ranks are just so easy to obtain right now. It's just
I do think that again, it's gonna sound like a defense, but that's just my nature. When 5 people are attacking one person, I would defend them. If you weren't here, Finn, and people attacking you, I do this. It's my nature. Don't judge me. But like, if you go onto his channel, he literally has videos from like months ago that were just the road to Tekken God. Not GOD, Tekken God. My point is, he hasn't been misrepresenting his level. You can see his level.
No, he did in his own sorry, chat. We can't do this again. In his own Metafy biopic at the highest level, the highest rank since 16 years Tekken 6. Do you have chat? A tech
no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean,
calm down. But the thing is, if you go to his YouTube, channel, right, and he wasn't showing any gameplay, that would be one thing. But for a crook, he's kind of dumb for a crook because you can see his gameplay. No, but my point is, he's been like the road to Tekken God, as in for him, Tekken God was the high mark. Right? And he struggled to get there for a long time. So for someone who's supposedly scamming people, I'm like, why would you show that? Why would you just not show your gameplay?
I'll explain to you because we have in his particular case, 2 factors are combining here because that's it. In the beginning, I was thinking about is it malice or is it stupidity? I was thinking mutually exclusive, and I'm an idiot for this. Obviously, it's not mutually exclusive. You can be a malicious idiot, and that's what he is.
Yeah,
like
the fusion.
That is what happened. Yes. Because, think about it. What he did in the video to Nova's response, think about this for a moment. Where he said Steve's forward 2, which doesn't exist in Flickr, is -14. Think about this for a moment. This would be, if this comes out, would be bad advertisement for your coaching, right? It would be bad advertisement if this comes out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But now think about it. Like, but to do it maliciously, to make Nova look like he doesn't talk about, doesn't actually make that much sense because you're losing either way. Either people say it's going to be malicious, you did this to smear Nova, or you are the most incompetent motherfucker in this whole community because you can't even properly use practice mode. So in both cases...
that totally makes sense. Yeah, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. I didn't even think about that. But why would you, if you are an idiot... But again, it's why I lean more towards idiocy. Because I'm like, because even if you know that you're a fraud, why would you attack Nova?
Exactly. That is popular. And I thought about this.
You must genuinely believe that he knows more than Nova, which is why I'm like, you're delusional.
This is wait. This is where again. Wait. Sorry. This is where malice meets stupidity.
Meets
This
stupidity,
is where
okay.
malice
Done.
meets
Oh,
stupidity.
God.
He, do you see it? Chat, do you see it?
Nah, you're opening my eyes now. Yeah.
Can I say one thing?
We've been acting as though it has to be one thing and not the other, when in reality there's a fusion.
Exactly, because
you're right.
he fought.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This guy seems to be on the on the
Yeah.
target list now. This Nova guy. Maybe if I.
Yeah. I see it.
You see it.
And Nova's already not popular too. Like people don't like him, so
No,
people
he's
aren't
got
going
a
to fact check him.
No, he's got a point. He's got a point.
But I don't, guys. Trying to, I don't understand one thing. I don't understand one thing. So, the video. So this kind of content he made on Nova, was it in a video? Because I didn't see any video on Nova on Coach
video.
Kazama's channel.
It is on Coach Kazama's channel. It is literally also funny enough one of the most clicked videos in the last months. 2 months ago.
What is the video? What is the video?
The video is called very well titled.
You want to know what video it is? Did you watch
I watched the Nova video.
Did you watch Fighting GM criticize NovaSeiken?
Me?
No.
We all did.
Okay,
No. I
asking.
watched only Nova's.
It's basically
video.
okay. You didn't see that. So basically, it was the same thing, but just with way less smart, infinitely less smart. Because it was basically like, hey, here's all the way Nova is wrong, and then he proceeds to be wrong.
In fact, for me, Fighting GM is a much more idiot than Coach Kazama, in my opinion. In fact, but
careful, I don't wait.
He's a fucking idiot. In fact,
I need to moderate this. I need to moderate this because I need to moderate this because you have personal history. We need to be like.
Yeah, of course, I have personal history. He's an idiot. How can you call it?
Look,
okay.
Don't be like that.
Yeah,
Don't be like
but
that.
okay.
Don't be like that.
But
No, I am like that. I am like
back
that.
up, please.
Because he maliciously also Fighting GM, and I'm gonna say it. No, I'm gonna say it. He maliciously tried to dismantle Nova with forceless things about Steve because he pretends like he doesn't know shit about the game. He doesn't know shit about the game. Every time he opens his mouth on things, he's always wrong. Oh, Lee's so weak. Lee's so weak. Lee's
But again,
one of the
now I can't believe I now have to run the fucking defense on Fighting GM, even if he's wrong. He's not malicious. I'm with you. Fighting GM has takes that.
He's not malicious. He's just an idiot. In fact, he's just an idiot. He's just an idiot. In fact, yeah, that's.
Leckart, you can't derail it like.
I don't like that. Yeah, let's not be mean. Like, again, for the same reason.
I know. I am mean to him because he was mean to me. So of course,
you have personal beef.
Of course, I'm gonna.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You guys,
fuck him. Fuck him.
To be fair,
okay, sorry.
I'll say
that's
this is kind of part of the reason why I think that this Tekken in particular has this issue with the community because
it's a lot of hate.
People, there's not even a lot of hate. There's a lot of investment, not just in Tekken, but in your characters where you can't think and talk about them objectively. You just can't, and there's so much you got to learn that it's very easy to tunnel vision and not think about that.
I have a similar way that I challenged Finn on like his quote unquote behavior or my perception of it. I also have issues with Fighting GMs in the past, but I don't have a relationship with Fighting GM, so I ain't gonna understand. I have a relationship with Finn, so I was like, hey, look, I don't think this is cool. But I've spoken to you about this, Finn. Like, I'm like, I don't really like the way he's spoken about other people too.
I know,
but again, more evidence of me being consistent. I just don't like cruelty in the community.
Yeah.
Like, as weird as that sounds, I just don't like it. Even if some people think it's justified, I'm like,
tell me in which occasion. Tell me, I'm curious now. Like, when did you feel the same?
I'm not going to go into specifics, but I will say that if you've been watching his content, especially when he first arrived on the scene, a lot of it was like, look at this idiot, like name on blurred, look at this dumbass, look at the way he's playing. Like sometimes it's about the Tekken, sometimes it's about the Tekken, like he's playing like a nut. That's fine. I would know, but then sometimes you'd be like, why are you insulting him? He's probably just come back from a long day of work, trying to do a thing. So I had issues with that. Again, is when it goes beyond the Tekken, I take issue. Again, further evidence. I take issue when anyone does it, right?
That's my favorite part. Look, they're the god of destructions, and he.
Yeah, but because Finn is just evil. We have to accept evil. He's just fucking evil. I like that so much.
All right, this is where I disembarked from the conversation because I have not eaten. I just came home from work to get in this chat. So unless there's anything,
I am evil to
say.
I'm able to lead their players. Lead their players deserve evil. They need.
Okay, yeah. Evil. Quick rundown. quick rundown again. Now, I'm gonna defend Sessegin. Sessegin had Sessegin fucking blew up, right? And his behavior was very unbecoming. But Blackheart, I know you. You are a troll. You are a master troll. When I watched your video, you were like, I can't believe he was talking about me like this, and I'm like, bitch, I know you were in comments being like, oh, this is the great counterplay. Wow, God won Hayaki counterplay Lydia. Whoa, I guess he must be an idiot. I've seen it. You've done it to me. You've done it to others.
Let me answer.
You can see it a lot, right?
No. Let me fucking answer now. Okay, so I made that.
I got one more thing to say and I gotta go.
Yeah, no worries, player.
The fuck? No, wait. Come. Okay, so I made one video on Lydia, okay, and this guy took it so personal that he made a 50-minute video on me without even mentioning my name one single time. I don't know. I'm not worthy enough of his mention in his video. He says he got all the cards to GOD, but he doesn't know the matchup. Oh, I'm sorry, Tekken teacher. I'm sorry if I know the matchup. By the way, I know better than him the match, but okay. So basically, how shouldn't I be allowed to little troll him a little
no.
If he does
I'm okay
from me
yes,
without even mentioning me.
I'm not calling you out.
No,
I'm not calling you out, Daka. I get it.
No, I'm gonna just.
No, we're just saying that we know.
We know. Yeah, exactly. We know.
He called me an idiot. He called me dumb. He called me ignorant. He called me pathetic in this video. In the video, by the way, he called me that I don't know shit about Tekken. And he called me stupid and so on. So of course I'm gonna go and troll the fuck out of him. Of course.
And Blackheart, by the way,
it was the best rage bait ever. It was the best
by
rage
the way,
bait ever.
Blackheart, if I was friends with Sessegin, I'd be calling him out for talking to you that way.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right? And also, I'm gonna say Sessegin, honestly, he makes a lot of good content. I'm not saying his behavior in that moment was great. It was unbecoming.
No, but trust me.
Good people can act like idiots sometimes. It is what it is.
Trust me. No, I'm gonna tell you something now, and then you'll talk, Tom. I'm sorry, bro. I was subscribed to his channel much more before than this beef. Let's say we had. I was subscribed to his channel probably since months because I actually enjoyed his content sometimes. And when I tried to learn Lydia, I actually watched some of his content. So he thinks that I was sub to him only to come into his chat and insult him. But it's not like this. I was subscribed to his channel since a long time. So he's even more malicious towards my regards. Only all of this because I trash talked Lydia, by the way. Not even him personally. Only because I hate that disgusting piece of shit card that he plays. That's all. Like, you have no idea how many people hate Jun. Sorry. I just wanted to rant about this.
Well, first of all, fuck Jun. Second of all, not everybody engages with things on your level. Like, not everybody is built for you. I'm being serious. Look, man, Blackheart, you're great. I love you. You're hilarious. But
we all love you.
Nobody can deal with you.
Yeah.
No, but all I'm saying is that similar to when what's his name? Buff guy had his crash out, and I felt defensive. If there's one thing you've learned about my stream, I'm defensive about my community, right? Like, and I felt defensive because, like, you can, not to get melodramatic, but you can embarrass people in some really dark places. You know what I mean? Like, you can embarrass people to death. You know what I'm saying? And like, having the whole community just turn on you in a moment can send you to a dark place. And even if it was just
but in fact,
I wanted but the point I'm trying to make is that he had a crash out, but we've all been there. Like, let's not be too harsh. That was my view, and that's my own thing. But yeah, the way he talked about you was super uncool too. Like,
Yes, absolutely. Now I'm gonna tell you something even more. If he didn't answer, like, if he just like insulted me a little bit, maybe banned me and so on, I wouldn't have done the video. I wouldn't have been so so harsh publicly. But since he behaved in such a passive aggressive way, that's something I don't like. Because if there's someone he doesn't like me, I want him to answer directly to me. Like, I wanted him to say in the video, it was Blackheart who said this and that, and I prefer much more fighting GM. And now I'm saying something really big, I prefer much more fighting GM because at least he called my name out like it was Blackheart 59. Instead, Sessegin was he tried to be subtle, he tried to be
Tekken
maybe
has
trying
like
to-
York so he's just gonna come at you, but not everybody's got like that.
But also maybe he's trying to be polite. Sometimes you don't want to, you want to keep people's names out your mouth. You know,
Oh,
maybe.
miss me with that bullshit.
No, that was
polite.
passive aggressive, bro.
Alla faccia del cazzo. Polite, mannaggia quella
hold
troia.
on,
Polite.
I don't
What did you say?
understand. I don't understand what you said, but I understand what you said.
I'm English
Guys,
and American.
guys,
We don't speak other languages.
Polite, man, polite. He called me dumb, idiot, stupid, piece of shit. Like I insulted his mother or something. I don't know. I just insulted Lydia. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, really.
Guys,
Yeah.
give me
Maybe his
like
mom's name's Lydia.
2 minutes. Give me like 2 minutes.
Whatever.
But
Sorry, man.
I'm just gonna say this, and then I'm gonna have to dip. I got to work tonight. But I'm gonna say this. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Let's just say Fenty was the one that wanted to crash out on Senju, whatever his name is. Let's just say that was the reverse. That dude would have had a field day with Blackheart's ass, man. Like he would have been making multiple videos saying like, "Oh my god, this is the reason why the Tekken community sucks." Oh my god,
Yeah, exactly.
like all this shit. No, miss me with that
There's a
bullshit.
hypo-
on,
there's-
like,
you're saying
oh,
there's a
Elitist
hypocrisy
is not
there. There's
say-
a
Elitist
hypocrisy,
is not saying this.
yeah.
And let me talk. Let me talk.
Sorry,
Let him
bro.
land.
No, go.
Let him land.
Let him
But
Yeah, because I don't get your point.
no, but miss me with that bullshit saying like, oh, like he was just doing that to be nice. Dude, no, it's passive aggressive.
Okay.
It's passive aggressive.
Oh,
A lot of
alright.
YouTubers in general do that shit, but they don't want to directly insult or get the situation started with like other content creators. That's just a YouTube thing in general. It's not a Tekken thing. It's not FGC thing. That's just a creator thing.
But
in
I've
general.
done this.
But I'm not like that. I'm not.
Hold on, I
like
want to
that.
respond to you just before you go to work but the thing is like I've done this too, and I'd hate for someone to be like, oh yeah, it's malicious. I just think like sometimes I'm like, hey, someone has done something that pisses me off, but I don't want to create beef, so I'll talk about it obliquely. I'll talk about it vaguely. I'm not, you know what I mean? But it's not me trying to be passive aggressive. It's genuinely out of respect. I'm like, look, I don't like what you did, but it doesn't have to. I don't want to make it personal. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah, but
maybe that's not what
but
the
it was
show is.
like in this case,
In this case, yeah, exactly.
It was clearly personal because he called again, even in the video, like
it's like he's got every character to rank. Like, okay, well then you're not even playing the game. You're
No,
literally insulting me and then not saying my name.
No, but
right?
he called me dumb. He called me dumb. He called me like. Like if I don't know the matchup, by the way, like someone that spent like 6,000 hours on the game, it even missed the point completely about Lydia. It's not like I don't know the counterplay. It's like I don't like her design, the way she's designed. So like she doesn't have counterplay. It's the way that she conditions you constantly with stance pressure and so on. He doesn't even get the point, you know. That's why it's so fucking frustrating because people don't.
Be on roids.
Yeah, because it's just salty. It's just salty because I offended Lydia. That's all. Let's say the things that they are because I offended Lydia. I'm so sorry.
It's an attack on him.
I hear you.
I quickly
lot
need
of
to
people
say
feel that way.
something. Just you can continue. Just one moment. I don't want to open up a new topic. I just want to say one thing. The guy who said he would shit down my throat now says like, "Oh, bro, just give me 5 hours. I'm at work. I'm not kidding." He just wrote that in chat. So,
Oh my god!
I'm not kidding. Like, get this, guys. He writes constantly in chat the whole time, but says 5 hours, bro. I'm at work. So I don't know what his work is. Probably coaching people like Kazama, because if you can afford to just constantly chat while doing your work, you probably have to be a Tekken coach, right? Like, what the fuck, bro?
I'm gonna play a bit of devil advocate here. I
I
watch these streams at work, and I do chat constantly. So
Okay, but you joined. But this guy chats the whole time and knows like, oh, 5 hours, bro. Shut the fuck, bro. Rapu, bro. So now continue with your other. I don't want to ignore. Continue with the other shit.
It's a good point. It's a good point. It's a good point.
Kaput.
I got one last thing to say, and I'm gone.
No worries, man.
Like, dude, people like this in the comments go like that. They're like, "Oh, give me 5 hours, give me a week." With that Dandy dude, whatever the Dandy did, whatever his name was, the other dude that from a few live streams before when I was like with FinnT.
I think I know
you know what I'm talking about. But they
the black dude?
When it's time to show some facts, when it's time to actually back up what they say, they always turn pussy every single time. It's always a new excuse.
Wait, hold on. Was it
Like,
the black guy you're talking about in that video?
No, not that one. It was like some other weirdo
dude?
that's trying to
Never
say
mind. About the Cammy thing, right?
like how to
Continue.
debate and shit. But that's not a here and there right now. But it's like it's never time to actually just, you know what? Let's just have it out. Let's just have it out. It's always a different excuse when it's time to show up.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
That's old man though. That's us being old men, man. We can handle that shit.
That's some
Oh
pussy
yeah, no,
shit.
not everybody's gonna actually try and back up their argument. That's the thing.
Yeah, not everyone's built like that. I know everyone needs to be. To be fair, like we are.
But yeah, but
clearly,
I gotta go. I gotta go.
No worries, man. Have a good day, man. Have a good day.
I
Have a
had
safe
more
one.
time, I would talk way more.
Get home safe, man. Take it
But
easy.
I'm gonna make but one more thing. I'm gonna make a video about this on my other channel.
Go ahead, bro.
I
Go ahead.
haven't done
Plug
it
the
in a
channel.
long
What's the
time,
channel?
but
What's the
I'll make a
channel?
video
What's the
about,
channel?
like,
What's the channel?
toxicity
What's the
and all
channel?
this shit.
What's the channel? What's the channel? Plug that shit.
It's the Mad Villain. It's like on YouTube and shit. It's like the Hythen and then Mad Villain. You'll see like a guild picture. You'll see it.
Good shit, man.
I
Good
did
chat to you,
videos
man.
like on like constantly like critiquing like fighting games and like the community and that shit before, but
Good shit.
it's time I start back doing it because this shit is getting ridiculous.
Get in it, bro. This is my first interaction with you. Hope it's not the last, man. I hope it's not the last.
Yeah, that same.
Have a good one.
All right, I'll see y'all guys later. All right.
Later.
Yo, man. Bye, bro. Bye, bro.
Bye,
All right.
bye. But yeah, no. But this is something that again, fuck Coach A. We're talking about respect. This is something that's really big on. Like, I think like as men, not that women don't deserve respect, obviously, but like as men, like our egos are like they matter a lot, and Tekken demands a lot of time for you. So I'll be honest, I'm very sensitive when I talk to people. Like, you know, like I said, I've had multiple videos where me and like buff guy have clashed heads. But like, it's really important to me that every time I do something like that, I'm like, I big him up at the beginning, I big him up at the end, because it's really important that like, almost if I'm going to criticize your Tekken, it's more important that I show respect to you as a man. You know what I'm saying?
If you show respect to me, of course. If you show respect to me,
but
It's not a matter of.
and it's because the game doesn't matter, the people matter. Like, that's my view. Even with you, Blackheart, like our first interaction, I made that little comic video where I use your voice against you, but I wasn't like, he's an idiot, he's a reason. I'm like, no, this guy knows more than me. Even when we had our altercation in the comments, I'm like, look, I just think you're wrong on these specific things. Okay, Shayu's dumb, fine, but this
and of course,
right?
and by the way, of course, I proved you wrong, guys, always, because I'm always right when we talk about that. I can always, because in that occasion you were an idiot. But okay, let's.
Point is, even if you're gonna
imagine defending Shayu's AOP. Imagine.
Can I give you a secret? At that point in my Tekken career, I'd literally been playing Xiaoyu for like a month. After that beef, I was like, I need to become the best Xiaoyu player ever. You motivated me to dig deeper. It's like, I don't know why I'm having to defend Xiaoyu League Nation, but I'm here now. Because people were like, oh, thank you, Ken. Thank you for defending us. And I was like, I guess I'm a hero. I guess.
And you know that in the end, Chad, I gave you reason when I defended. Like I get to a point in which I defended Xiaoyu when I made season 2.
When you made that video being like, I think Xiaoyu is one of the hot, like, that is the arc to our story, and it's a beautiful story. I could die happy now. To start off with, this character's retarded. Like, actually, I think this character's working really hard in season 2. I'm like, bro, we've come so far, brother. We've come so far.
Oh my god, man, I'm dying, bro. I'm dying.
But yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys. It's all love. I love every single one of you. Even the
thank you,
haters in the
Chad.
chat.
Thank you so much.
Y'all need to relax. And I can't stress this enough, man. Finn T's voice is super needed. Like, I don't have what it takes to be the Punisher of our community, but I can't stress this enough. I love that we have someone who will do exterminators, will cudgel motherfuckers who are. We need a cop. When I first interacted with it, I think he's a cop. We need someone who's going to hold people accountable. And I understand that that's what this was. And so even if I disagree with this ruling, I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Maybe I'm wrong, right? He's the experienced cop here, right? I'm the city mayor. Just like, you don't know what it's like down there in the streets.
By the way,
you're just trying to win elections, all right? Like, you don't have to deal with the scum that I do. So I'm totally willing to acknowledge that, like, I'm being overly generous, that I'm giving a free pass to a to a crook. Like, I'm totally willing to acknowledge that. Because again, I respect you guys too much to sit here for like however many hours it's been and be like, nope, I'm right and you're wrong. Like, on this issue specifically, nah, I guess I'm being overly generous. So like, I don't want anyone to come away from this thinking like, oh yeah, these two hate each other.
No.
If anything, I actually love you guys more now, because once you've explained it to me, I'm like, well, damn, I see where you're coming from now. You legitimately are trying to defend people that you feel are being taken advantage of, and I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad
guys, actually, I think you're more gay than me. Like, actually, now I understand you're gayer.
Bro, you ain't seen the pictures, bro. You ain't seen. You don't know what to get up to on a Thursday night. You ain't know, bro.
Oh my god, I don't want to watch that.
Listen, he's like, I don't want to watch that, but he's already looking at my OnlyFans. Don't lie to the people.
Well, you're one of them, aren't you? Yeah, but so you joined the island. You joined the island, bro.
By the way,
bro, that's it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys.
Okay.
In a bit, man. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So, considering,
yeah,
you know what I'm gonna do?
Yes.
You know, I have one last. I teased this at certain points when chat reminded me of this, right? Chat the first said exterminatus. Oh, good again. He said exterminatus, right? Now you remember Jason Montoya, right? I guess I'm gonna, like, when we are in a moment done here, I guess I'm gonna end that stream on that and show the final bit, the final piece, my final act for Jason Montoya. I hope people in the chat know who that guy is, because I think this is the right...
before they're gonna find the fuck out.
Huh?
If they didn't before, they're gonna find out.
Sorry, I couldn't... Your mic is a bit muffled to fuck. To high heaven.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah, but if they didn't know before, they're gonna find out. I guarantee it.
Well, yeah, they're gonna find out, because I think I'm gonna show the revelation. I think this is a really good ending to the stream. So
wow, I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So how about we just? I mean, it went longer than I. How about we just end here instead of making up another topic.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for your time. It was a blast being with you guys. I love you. I love you.
I also enjoyed this. Maybe we should have rounds like this. I mean, although we have Mike's Tekken talk as well, but this was kind of like a mini Tekken talk, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
it was a spin-off episode. It's a spin-off.
Yeah, it was a spin-off. Yeah. But the spin-off will have a great ending. Guys, I tell you, if anyone is in chat right now, and you know the name Jason Montoya, I have one small treat for you that I'm gonna end, all right? Because...
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna leave you guys now. Love you guys. Love you. Mwah, mwah. Bye, Finn. Ciao, Finn. Ciao, Finn, amico.
Ciao, Blackout.
Mwah.
We're done here. I guess I'll get going as well.
All right.
Finn, as always, thank you for having me.
Yes, of course.
Till next time.
Of course. So until next time, Tiny. See you.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm still... Yeah, okay. Okay, guys. All right. So possibly because of the copyrighted music, maybe... Wait, are there ads on the stream? Because I usually disable it. Because I'm gonna end on this bit. You will... Well, maybe I should just show you this. So, does any one of you all remember Jason Montoya, right? You all remember Jason Montoya, the guy who asked the AI, right? And you know that